wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called so you spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
All right, here we go. Welcome to your Thursday KVJ Show. How the heck is everybody doing here today?
Good morning.
It's good to see y'all.
Yes, you too.
See how Bird has got on his old Palm Beach Gardens stuff. Look at you, go Gators.
It's weird. I was at the Walmart.
Yeah.
And they were selling Palm Beach Garden High School t-shirts along with, I believe, Palm Beach Lakes, William T. Dwyer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can buy high school shirts at Walmart.
Yeah, I saw a whole bunch at Goodwill, too. People will kind of have their team-issued stuff, and then I guess they don't want it anymore after they don't play on that team for that high school, so they take it to Goodwill. So you could go in there and buy all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this was brand new off the Walmart rack. They must have a deal with Walmart and local high schools.
Smart, yeah. I mean, why not? Where else do you get your local high school regalia?
At the Walmarts in Louisiana, they have all college, pro, local schools, like it's all the teams.
Yeah, I love it. It's cool. I want to rep more of my high school. I mean, I actually played for Gardens High School.
Yeah, right? You did.
I'm not being a poser with that one, bro.
Nobody warmed that bench like you.
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay, let's no. High school, I did not ride the bench. I tore it up in high school. 3 out of the 4 years.
Okay.
I rode the bench hard in college. And when I say hard, it was hard.
Well, if you'd like to see Jay Bird repping the hometown gear, you can check him out. KVJ TV is cranking right now. Just go to YouTube, look for the KVJ Show, or go to kvjshow.tv.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
Well, Kev, I forgot the witch's birthday yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
So today is part 2, Redemption Day.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
And I've got presents.
I love presents.
Doing my Oprah voice. Okay, present number 1.
Okay, let's go.
You had mentioned this the other day, and you said how much you love this.
I do.
This yogurt. It's Noosa.
This yogurt is so good, Kevin. They only have it at Whole Foods, though. When I tried to find it at other places, I didn't find it. This is Change Your Life yogurt.
There you
Really?
go.
Change your life
Wow.
yogurt.
You got
I want
breakfast,
to change
dog?
your life. I didn't know it was all just in a tub of yogurt.
Do you want to try it? It's really good.
No, it's your gift.
Okay,
You don't have to break the seal now.
I love to share.
I know you do.
Look, you got
appreciate
breakfast, dog. Present number 2.
Wow, it's great.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. We got some Snoop Dogg wine up in this piece.
Oh, the Cali Red
Yeah.
that Snoop Dogg does is the best wine. He's got a
solid.
few of them, but this one's my favorite.
Very solid.
Bow wow wow.
Bird.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I might
Okay.
cry.
And then we got some champagne. This is champagne, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I asked the liqueurs.
Bird over there.
The liqueur store employee, and they said that was a good one.
Ooh, that's a real. I'm gonna crap myself. Yogurt and a bunch of wine.
Did you get her diapers?
And then I got you sushi, but then a couple of mistakes happened. I realized after the fact it's vegetable sushi.
That's okay.
And then I smashed it like Cookie Monster.
I get down with smushed sushi. Vegetable sushi is good because me and Mags can eat this together.
Boom! Look at that mother-daughter moment.
Bringing it all together.
I'm creating things.
Bringing it together.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah. That's amazing stuff.
Thank you, Bird. That was very sweet.
And how was your birthday yesterday, Virginia?
It was good. That's what's on my mind. So I wasn't planning on getting turned, but I don't know what happened.
Oh boy!
So I ran all my errands during the day, no alcohol. And then when I came home, my kids had made me a vodka grapefruit. And I was like, well,
Your kids did, huh?
my kids had made me a vodka grapefruit. And I can't let a cocktail go to waste. So I drank it. And then Panda had invited Uncle Jerry over. He got a cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory.
I get it.
The good kind. The kind with the sour cream on top of the cheesecake.
It had fixins in it.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so good. And then, my neighbors came over and they brought Kahlua. And then somebody said if I had tequila, they wanted to try some tequila. I was like, all right, let's go.
To me, those are the best kind of parties. You're not expecting it. People are coming over. You're like, I'll have one drink. And then everyone's just starting to booty shake.
Right about the time that I should have been getting ready for bed, we decided to go to Evo.
Oh, my goodness.
What time?
This was at 9 o'clock.
Oh, man.
That's a cheap. Wow.
I know. I was just like, you know what? It's my birthday.
Yeah,
Rocco
you're right.
was up. He was ready to party.
Okay.
Mags was up. She was ready to party.
Everybody's ready to rock.
We all just took it to Evo and kept the party going. It was so fun.
Wow.
You got to do it.
You got to.
You live once.
If you don't have a party on your birthday, you ain't doing it right.
When are you going to have a party?
It was fun, though. I had a great birthday. Thank you for all the love. Everybody said such nice things on social media.
Yeah, it's the one day of the year where people are actually nice to you.
Oh, my gosh. Everybody was so nice to me yesterday. My kids were angels.
Yeah, that's why I realize now that's the true value. As you get older, if your birthday is people are actually nice to you for a day. And you're not going, you know what? It's okay.
I'll take this present.
It's good enough. It's good enough. Yeah, thank you very much. What I've got on my mind here today is I was wondering if anybody else does this like I do. Do you now leave the closed captions on when you're watching just shows that are already in English?
No, not on TV. I do like them, though, on a video on social media.
Okay. They're saying that more and more people are doing this. I think one, social media is training you. You're seeing it a lot on Netflix. And they're also saying, too, that the way that the sound balance is happening in a lot of shows, that even if it is done in English, that more and more people are watching their shows with the closed captioning on for that reason, because you may be like, wait, what did they say? And then you're trying to rewind it. So there's kind of an annoyance. I remember, closed captioning or having the titles down at the bottom, the words at the bottom of the screen used to be really annoying. I kind of got used to it because I watch a lot of shows in Spanish to try to learn Spanish a little bit better. So I've noticed that a majority of the shows that I watch now, I just kind of leave it on, and it does help because I'm like, what do they say? And I just look down like, oh, okay, I got it.
I do notice that the sound quality on some programs are definitely way low, and I noticed that too with some of the coloring. If you're watching a Star Wars thing on Disney, you have to squint, turn out all of your lights. Everything is so dark. They film everything so dark. It's kind of unenjoyable to the point where I can't even see what's going on.
It's odd that they've done that both visually and auditorially, that it is hard to hear and hard to see. I don't think it's my age, because I hear people of all ages saying, yeah, that show is so dark I couldn't see anything that was going on, or I couldn't hear because, especially in the action movies, it'll be so loud and you're trying to pick up what they're doing and it'll be super loud. You adjust the volume and then they go to whispering and you're like, why are you whispering right after an action scene?
Yeah, it's not an age thing. No, there's the videos out about all that kind of stuff from a lot of people.
Yeah,
and it's like anything. If you do a whole production, someone might have not mixed the sound the correct way. It happens.
So I'm wondering just what a percentage of our KVJ TV audience actually does this. I'll have Sue to put up a poll real quick. Do you always keep the closed captioning on when watching shows and movies? See how many people are doing that. But yeah, I found myself, because I read that article, I was like, I probably am doing that now about 80% of the time. I think part of it, I said it because of Spanish, but then I just kind of left it or got used to it and kind of kept it on. So I guess it makes sense to me now. A couple other things I saw. I've been seeing decent reviews for The Gray Man on Netflix. I wanted to go watch it last weekend, but I was saving it to watch with my father-in-law. It usually comes over on the weekends. He loves the action movies. I've heard really good things about it. In fact, they've already given it a sequel and a spin-off, which is a good sign that it's giving you the numbers that Netflix wants.
That's so awesome you don't hate your father-in-law. Well, I have a buddy who's going through something right now with a father-in-law. They're at odds, and it's awful. Tough. Yeah, you're lucky that you're buddies with your father-in-law.
Yeah, no, that would stink, no doubt.
Father-in-laws are usually cooler than mother-in-laws, in my experience.
Yeah, Kevin, have you ever
never punched your father-in-law, Virginia?
Never.
Okay.
That's my previous marriage I'm talking about, not my current one. My current mother-in-law is sweet as pie. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was very peaceful. Even when I got into a fist fight with his wife, he was very peaceful and sweet.
He was probably, never mind. I don't want to say that. Why am I getting involved? I don't know if they're local.
He's dead. He passed away. Bless his heart.
Okay, rest in peace.
I love that guy. He was very sweet.
And just to kind of give you a quick heads up as well, if you're watching the show Better Call Saul like I am, Next week's episode of Better Call Saul is titled Breaking Bad.
Oh, very cool.
They were wondering if they were going to and how they were going to work the cast, because this is a prequel with different characters, but some of the same, to the TV show Breaking Bad.
Huh.
And we had heard that the characters, the main characters, Walter White and Jesse Pinkman, were going to come back, and they were going to be in Better Call Saul, as now Better Call Saul is catching up with where Breaking Bad started.
Gotcha.
So if you were wondering when they were going to show up and how, apparently they'll probably be in next week's episode a lot.
I've been on the microphone talking a lot of trash about prequels. I will say I do like Better Call Saul, how they did it. I thought they tied it. And I haven't even seen the last season yet, or the last season and a half.
It's been good so far.
Okay.
I think I'm one episode behind. I haven't seen this week's yet. I watch that on the weekend when I get time. But that's when it's coming, baby. Oh, yeah. We were talking about watching shows with the closed caption on. More and more people are doing it. It's the way they're mixing a lot of movies today. It's hard to hear sometimes. And you've also been accustomed to just having it on. It's very easy to do, especially with Netflix. I know you can go in there and easily change around what language you hear it in and then what language you get for the closed captions. And so I'm always kind of messing with that, trying to do the Spanish language stuff. So I've been doing it. About 80% of the programs I watch now, I keep the closed captioning on. I don't know why. It used to annoy me. I guess because I used to think my mom would make me watch French movies.
Oh, Kevin, French movies are the best.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know, man. I accidentally rented a French movie the other night. I thought it was a horror movie.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the whole thing was in French. I'm like,
Nah, not feeling it. Yeah, well, as a teenager, I wasn't feeling it. As an old guy like I am now, I
There's
love it.
one out right now. Looks really good. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. And it's in theaters. And it looks so good. I want to go so bad.
So how many people are actually using the closed captions when watching TV or movie all the time? According to our KVJ TV audience, 63% are. That's a pretty high number.
I noticed a lot of people, my Dennys, they have the captions on a lot.
Yeah, so 63% of people are keeping the captions on all the time now to watch their shows. Got a lot of movies that still cranking out. As far as the summer movies, we're starting to wind down. I've seen some mixed reviews about Nope, the one that had just come out. In fact, I was just going through Twitter, and you can't really trust that. But I was going through a thread of people talking about the movie, and it was more unfavorable than it was favorable.
You know what? I read a few reviews, and that was really what I was coming from. I didn't read anything on social media from the people.
Okay.
And I usually don't trust reviews. I'm slipping. You're slipping, bird.
Yeah. Well, the movies that you do have coming out is still on August 12th. Kevin Hart has got a movie with Woody Harrelson called The Man from Toronto. Man, Kevin Hart hustles.
Yeah, he does. He is busy.
I just saw yesterday that he's going to be doing a Netflix movie coming out August 26th, just 2 weeks after that. It's called Me Time. It's got Mark Wahlberg in it. It looks like it could be amusing. It's what you'd expect from Kevin Hart. He's kind of a stay-at-home dad who finally gets a spring break without the kids and the wife, and he hangs out with Mark Wahlberg, who's his, kind of dumbass buddy that gets him into all kinds of trouble. And but I saw him doing that, and then he was on a podcast promoting it with Channing Crowder, who used to play for the Dolphins and is here in South Florida. And then they had him doing that whole thing where you go out and you give $500 to somebody like they don't notice, and then it becomes a good story and you look good. And
I remember when he signed on to do, with the campaign with Beyond Meat. He was everywhere promoting Beyond Meat. He works hard.
The dude does hustle.
When he is involved in something.
Yeah, Kevin Hart does hustle. So he's going to be working hard here for the rest of August. Kid movie-wise, you've got the DC League of Super Pets. That's got The Rock. He hustles too.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson. Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I just saw the preview for that when we went to go see the Minions movie. Kevin Hart is in that one.
And if you can't stand Kevin Hart, you're going to hate August. He's going to be everywhere.
It's weird to hear him in another animated film because I think of him so much as the pet from Secret Life of Pets.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And it's just weird to see him.
He's got a good animated voice.
He does, but it's weird to see him as a different pet.
Right, yeah. It's kind of changing it up. You've also got John Krasinski in that. That's going to be in theaters coming up this weekend. There's another kids movie that's out there, too. If you're running out of ideas and things to do with the kids, a movie's always a nice, quick little afternoon. You had the Rise of Gru was the name of it, the Minions movie.
It is. So it's a prequel, and we were talking about prequels a little while ago. You can do anything you want with an animated prequel. You can make it look so good.
Yeah.
And it is. You see Gru, he's little. He's back in elementary school, and it's the beginnings of him learning to become an evil force.
Okay.
And
I'm lost with the series, so I'm just going to take your word for it.
oh, it's so good.
Okay.
I love Gru. I love the Minions. The Minions are hilarious. They speak like quasi-Spanish. So Rocco is running around the house talking like a minion, but they speak like Spanglish.
Okay, yeah.
The
That's
Minions
good.
are awesome.
That is great. Well, it sounds like Rocco liked it. Here's his quick review. If you've got kids around his age, might want to listen up. Here's what they'll be saying about it.
What did you think overall about the Minions movie? You've seen all of them. Did you like this one?
Yes, I totally did. It was hilarious. Really silly because in one part, this lady knowed Kung Fu and he punched Stuart through multiple trees. I think my favorite part was when Kevin, the Minion, it poked a hole in Kevin the Minion. That's my favorite part.
So, how many stars would you give it out of 5 stars? 1 is the worst, 5 is the best.
10 stars.
Wow, okay.
Whoa.
Man, that's double the best you can do. That's pretty impressive.
The soundtrack is fun. It's just Rocco was getting up in the aisle because we were the only ones in the theater. It was great. And he was dancing in the aisle and running around and just loved it.
Is it weird that I want to hear Rocco review Goodfellas?
That'd be interesting, yeah.
I feel a little much for him.
Just kidding.
He broke it, Virginia. That hideous couch that Jaybird has you don't like,
I don't like that couch at all.
he broke it.
Well, good. Can we finally put this thing to rest and go buy a new one?
Sounds like you're going to have to. How exactly did you break this hideous couch,
Look,
Jaybird?
I like my couch.
I know you
It's a recliner. I got it at Badcock. That's where I got it from.
Yeah.
And I was having the worst night terror. I fell asleep in my recliner. So sometimes I'll be watching TV, you just fall asleep. So I fell asleep, and in my dream, I am kicking like this. I'm kicking, as if you were trying to kick a window out of a car.
Oh, my.
That's what I'm doing in my dream.
Man.
And I wake up to that's what I'm doing. And as I'm doing that, my recliner just gives and goes clunk, 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 clunk. And now you can't even close the recliner. It has morning wood, my recliner, constantly.
Just at attention, huh?
Yeah, so she's done. She's broke.
She was done the day you brought her in.
I loved her. Klepto from the Snack Pack has the same recliner. We both bought it at the same Badcock from Lake Park.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're
They
both
had
from
two,
Lake
huh?
Park. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
You need one of those big sofas that's so super cozy, where like Kevin has, where it's like it's a sofa, it's a bed, it's a big, huge sectional that has like a middle piece that you can take in or out. You can move it around.
Most people love my couch, Kev, by the way, just for the
No,
record.
they don't.
so-
Most people just don't want to say anything.
That's not true. In fact, everyone in my life is highly opinionated.
No, they're not going to tell you they hate it. I'm the only one that's honest.
That's not true. No. You're out of. All right, just stop falling into the Virginia trap.
She's right there. She's got you. You can't do it.
I'll go with you and pick out a new one.
I don't know if that sounds fun. It sounds kind of awful.
Yeah, I don't know
actually.
that you guys are going to really sync up on what you think is good for your place.
We're not going to Badcock.
Let's go
Yeah.
out and get some drinks. That will be fun. Going couch shopping with you.
We can drink and shop.
Oh, yeah. That'll only intensify the fighting.
Well, the more the witch drinks, the more opinionated she get. I don't know. I gotta meditate on this.
Maybe not the right move.
I do need a new couch though, because the other thing I was this thing's clunky. It's a clunky couch. Mm-hmm. Do they take couches outside? Is there a special day where the county or the city comes and takes big furniture, or do I have to drive my ass to the dump and drop that off at the dump?
We can use Panda's truck and you can bring it to you want to donate it?
No one would. For what? Wood fire?
Would you two like a broken couch?
Yeah, there's not much.
Yeah, do you just bring it to the dump?
I don't know what a to do that is. It's 9 million pounds. It's so clunky.
Got a lot to it, huh?
Yeah. Kev, what are you doing this Saturday?
Sadly, I'm all busy. Going to that Dolphins practice.
That's one of those favors you have to ask friends to, and they're not going to be happy about it.
No. Panda would help you, though. He's got a truck.
He does. He has a good attitude about horrible activities like that.
He does, because he's used to it. He's married to me.
Yeah, he's broken.
He's always getting sucked into bad decisions, like going to Evo at 9 p.m. last night.
That sounds like it's a good time, though, Virginia.
Oh, it was a great time. Great food, great company.
Somebody's asking, do you have a warranty from Badcock? How long have you had that couch?
We've been together for 16 months, me and that couch. And we're just going
It's your longest relationship yet. And you took her 16 months to break.
I know she's trying to be mean, but it is accurate. Yeah, I got to check my files, Kev. I don't know, my Badcock files.
Okay. Got a big old file that just says Badcock on it? Yeah.
Sort of.
If you have that on your computer.
He don't have no files.
People are going to wonder.
He ain't got a file in that house.
What was really in that Badcock file?
I really do. I have a drawer of stuff. That's my file section. That's all my important stuff.
I'm sure it's so organized.
Oh, why don't you... You know why Panda wants to help me?
Well, she's all wound up today, huh?
I know. I try to get all those presents, Kevin.
Oh, I love my presents.
Yeah, well.
Somebody recommending the Love Sack couches. They say, I have one. They're awesome. That's what Virginia wants you to get.
I just want you to have a cozy one that's big and roomy, and you and Dennys can get in it and snuggle up.
And I just want you to shut up. So we got a lot of things that we want.
The one you have now, ain't no snuggling. Ugh.
It's not look, she served her purpose. She's dead now.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, couch.
Somebody said that you put it out on the curb the day before the garbage pickup.
Okay.
I feel like that's not going to work out. Okay, I'm going to do that. But something tells me that's going to be out there for a couple of weeks.
Hope not.
I hope not either.
It'll look a little busted if it is.
I know you think someone will take it. No one's taking it. Only because you can't put the thing down.
Junkyard John. It'll just look busted to have a big old broken sofa in your yard.
Yeah, Virginia, I'm really going to keep my couch out there for 2 weeks.
Somebody's saying at 16 months you should still have a warranty on it.
All right. Well, I'll look at my Badcock files.
Okay, there you go.
But does that mean they're just going to replace it with the same model?
I don't know.
I think Bird would like that. Wouldn't you, Jay Bird?
I like the couch.
Yeah.
It's a nice couch.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's annoying.
Yeah. If you got a bit of a sweet tooth, you're going to love this conversation. What was the last amazing dessert you had? Last amazing dessert that just blew you away.
Mine was last night. Panda got me that cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory with the sour cream on top of it.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. What about you, Bird?
I had a key lime pie that was really, really good. That's when I kind of knew. I was really waddling around the house. I was on a key lime pie run.
It was those mini pies.
Yes, and this one, the last one
medium pie.
The last one I had was flaky.
Yeah.
It just it hit.
It was good.
It hit me in all the right spots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it well, huh?
It did. Yeah, that's the last one I had.
Somebody said you need to go to Walmart and check out the dessert section, the refrigerated part, and pick up the Oreo mousse pie. It will change your life forever.
I've had that before.
Did it change your life forever?
It's delicious.
Okay, it didn't change your life though.
I like a lot of those freezer pies in there. You know the kind where they have to thaw out a little bit?
Yeah.
Those are really good, man.
I love a cold pie.
There's a banana cream pie that was really good. You got a little thaw out a little bit.
Oh. He loves it.
Oh man, I haven't had pie in a minute.
What'd you hear? Been a little bit of a rough run for the Walton family. I guess they had projected losses. It's all part of the talk about the recession. Their family lost $11.4 billion in one day.
Oh my gosh, what will they do?
They need to sell more pies.
They do.
They're not selling enough pies.
But they have like hundreds of billions, don't they?
They do have a good chunk.
I don't know how much it is,
Yeah.
but to them it'd be like the same thing as if we lost $100.
I don't know. That's a lot of money. How much are they worth?
Well, they've got there's a family.
There's like 15 of them, and they're all billionaires. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, and I think that was across the board of the several.
They can't share. All of them need to be billionaires. Come on.
And if there's 15 of them, there's one that's really out there and weird.
Oh, that's the one I want to talk to.
We're talking the deadliest game, hunting people.
We need to talk to the creepiest Walton.
Allegedly, of course.
They have a combined net worth of $199.3 billion. They lost 11.
So they'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
It's spread between 3 kids, Alice, Jim, and Rob.
And then all of their family.
Yeah, so
There's a
collectively
lot
that's what
of
they have
them.
is $200 billion.
And they have other businesses besides Walmart, too. They're diversified.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do all right. I remember when I used to go to Lake of the Ozarks, they had the row of Walton family homes that were right there, massive homes. Their boats all had helicopters on them. That's how big they were.
Their boats have boats.
Wow, that's some G.I. Joe stuff right there.
Yeah, you don't even really see that in South Florida. So it really stood out in Lake of the Ozarks. I mean, you're like, wait, what?
Helicopter?
What? What is going on here? Yeah, what is going on with the Choco Taco? Because I heard somebody that was on a quest to try to find them. I know they were discontinued in July, but apparently they're still out there. The Klondike Choco Taco. Of course, when they say they're going to be taking them away and they're over, people are now freaking out trying to find them. Can you actually still find a Choco Taco?
I haven't been able to find one, but I was looking for them old school. We're talking the last year. The Publixes around me, we're talking 3 to 4 Publixes. None of them ever had the Choco Taco in the last at least 6 months.
I looked in 2 different gas stations yesterday thinking, okay, maybe they'll be like in these ratty gas stations, like on the bottom or something. But there was none.
Because I really am. I'm a legit fan of the Choco Taco. I would seek it out at grocery stores. It was always on my list.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of curious because, somebody was on a quest and they said, you know where they are? I'm like, I don't know. I think you'd probably have to get lucky if you found one.
With a lot of items. I'm driving 20 miles just to find that some places don't have what I thought the other place had.
Okay. If you do know where you can get one of the last Choco Tacos, let us know. We won't put the word out. We'll just go get one ourselves.
You make a video as you're paying for it.
That's right. Okay, another one. What was the last verbal fight you had? What do you think the last verbal fight you had, and what was it over?
Last verbal fight.
Yeah.
It's good that I can't think for a while. That's a good thing, Bird. Good.
I think mine was with my family when I was doing so well at Wordle. They were trying to accuse me of cheating.
I'm you can't possibly be smart.
I'm like, I'm not. Yeah, right.
It's so insulting.
Yeah.
It's
There's
so,
no way you did that. You're
so
cheating.
they think you're a cheater and that you're dumb.
Yeah. And so you're right. It is double insulting.
It's double insulting.
Yeah. And boy, I had to defend my honor.
Good for you.
I did. I'm like, I'm not taking that. I'm like, just I'm whooping your butts at Wordle. Yeah, I got salty on me. What is the last medical procedure you had done?
Define medical.
Anything where you were in a doctor's office and they were doing something to you.
My tooth, when I popped out my tooth.
Okay, that would work. Yeah, I had the root canal about maybe a year ago, and I got to tell you, it was a dream. It is easier than getting a cavity. It's one of the easiest things you'll do. I could not believe because, I'd grown up and they'd be like, "Oh man, it's like getting a root canal. It's as fun as a root canal." And so
the fear.
I've got childhood dread that has been piled on me. Always hearing about the analogy of, oh man, worse than a root canal.
The worst part now is just kind of driving and waiting for the root canal. That's the worst part.
It wasn't bad at all. There was no pain.
They numb you up so good that you don't feel anything.
Not a thing. It was just like, some dude's just going. You could have nodded off and taken a nap.
Even with my wisdom teeth, I couldn't believe it. I came to work every day. There was no pain. I didn't even need any of the pills.
Yeah.
They're coming, Virginia.
Uh-huh.
That was a joke, by the way, if the law enforcement's listening.
I think mine was when I got some more lip injections.
Okay.
Oh, you're so brave to talk about that. Thank you. Yeah. Are you okay?
How bad do those hurt?
They hurt pretty bad. I think next time I go, I'm going to get the dental block, which is the same thing you get at the dentist for a root canal. But now they'll give it to you if you're getting lip injections or if you're getting that, threading or anything done around your lips.
What are you getting done to your face? You're getting your lips done again. You're getting
nothing. I'm chilling for a minute.
No lips then for a while.
Well, it's in there, so I'm good. If I don't see them like depleting, I'm going to just ride this one because I don't want to be too aggressive and then have them be too big and then, regret it.
What about the Betox?
Betox, I'm almost due. But I've been noticing that with the peptides, it puts more collagen and I don't feel as dried out.
Okay. All right, another one here. What was the last big event you attended? Your last big event. I think mine was going to see my Ohio State Buckeyes get thrashed by Alabama in the national championship. It was during the old pandemic. Good times, except for the actual outcome of the game. Do you guys have a big event that you went to?
MegaCon.
MegaCon, right. Yeah, that was a big event.
And rivaling up with Logan, Ohio in 1 week.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. What about you, Virginia? Do you remember your last big event?
I think my last big event was Disney and going to all those Star Wars rides.
Yeah, that's a big event.
Those were impressive. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan, but those rides were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you would become a... I'll tell you about Greedo during commercial break. You're going to be hooked.
Lucky you.
Girl, I'm going to tell you, you'll be hooked. I'll get her with Greedo.
Lucky gal. Okay, next one here. What was the last piece of bad news you got? Last piece of bad news.
You all got it with me.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
all got a financial blow from work that we...
That's true. Yeah,
that was bad news.
Yeah, just a week or two ago. Yeah, you're right. That was not good.
That wasn't good.
Okay, so what was the last piece of good news that you got? And on a positive here. I think for me, I got a text from our boy Christian Wilkins. Go and see him at the Dolphins open practice they have this Saturday at the training facility.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was pumped to see that.
Now, is anybody allowed to go to that, or are you just getting like a special VIP hookup?
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping for that because when he was in here, he had said, because when I went down last year, he had listened to the show and was trying to get a hold of us to say, hey, if you come, I got somebody that could give you a quick tour because the facility looks amazing, but you only see the outside of it. Like, I'd love to see the weight room and just the inside. And I've seen some photos, and it's very impressive looking, so it would be pretty awesome to see. So I'm hoping, but even just to say hey to Christian, I'm good with that. But
the VIP tour, like behind the scenes where regular people don't get to go, that's awesome.
I'm holding out. I'm hoping they'll let me take photos.
Well, when you're there, just say, hey, how about that VIP tour we talked about?
He's probably kind of busy, but, we'll see how it goes.
I'm excited for you. You have to take videos of it.
Okay. You guys got any good news lately?
Yeah, the fact that Sweet Dennys is going to be my co-pilot, my Chewbacca, going to Logan, Ohio.
Yeah, for the Bigfoot Fest.
And I'm hoping I find more good news when I go through your childhood toys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I hope that still happens.
Y'all need to set it up, too, that you're staying at Drew's house, Kevin's dad, because that would be the smartest thing to do. Does your dad still want them to stay?
I think he's fine with it, yeah. Yeah, I just went to get confirmations for him, so I didn't want to jerk him yes, no. So when it looks like we're locking into that.
Oh, they're locked in. And they've added another member to the crew.
Yeah, Joe Ponton from KVJ Nation.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's getting there at 3 p.m. He's renting a car. He's picking us up.
Okay.
And so we have a ride to go all the sites in Logan and around Logan.
I'll give you my dad all his contact info, his work, his home, all that stuff, and his numbers.
Because Ponton can land to Logan first, talk with your dad. Ponton's a great guy to talk with your dad.
Yeah.
You'll save yourself a lot of money if you stay with Kevin's dad, and I think it'll be more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as long as your dad's okay with us being
He's got the
hurt.
room. He'd love to have you. Yeah, he'd love to have you. It'd be a thrill for him.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, Paul Sorvino's widow is talking about his final days. You know, he was here in Florida at the Mayo Clinic, and he was dealing with health issues. He had health issues, but it was nothing that they thought was going to take him out. They were dealing with it, and they thought he was fine. And then at the age of 83, which, it is up there, he passed away from natural causes, and they didn't see it coming because nothing that they thought he was dealing with took him out. It's just kind of like unexpected, but he was older. In the days right before he passed, he was very depressed and some say heartbroken over the loss of fellow actors Ray Liotta and James Caan. He was very close to both of them, and it was kind of like thinking he was the last man standing amongst the mobsters from film, and it was kind of getting to his heart.
I didn't realize either, because I just watched Goodfellas. The guy from The Sopranos who passed away the other last week, or a couple weeks ago, he was in The Sopranos for a little bit.
Paulie Walnuts?
Yeah, he was in the Sopranos for a little bit. Didn't realize that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just sad stuff. You know, he was doing great medically and then just passed away from natural causes. You never know when it's your time, Kev.
That's why you gotta eat a pizza, right?
You're right.
No, drink in every day.
You guys
Don't waste one.
You want breakfast?
I ate so much last night.
You're good.
I need to not eat for about a week. I really went nuts on my birthday, but it was fun.
That's right.
Well, Elon Musk is telling that girl that he was accused of cheating with to sue the Wall Street Journal. He said, look, I'm a public figure. I understand why they write false stories about me, but Nicole Shanahan is her name. He's like, Nicole is not a public person. So if she sued them, she could win. He said the Wall Street Journal is making this whole thing up that she and I had an affair behind her husband's back, all the while I'm friends with him. He said this is a complete fabrication. The Wall Street Journal has done it before, according to Elon, and he thinks his friend Nicole should sue them. So I don't know if she's going to. It'll be interesting to see. And finally here, it looks like Chris Rock is talking for the first time, really, about the slap. Starting to open up a little bit more about it. He was doing a show at the Holmdel, New Jersey Center.
Okay.
And on stage, he said, anyone who says words hurt has never been punched in the face. I'm not a victim, but yeah, that S-bomb hurt, MFer. But I took it, and I went to work the next day, and I don't go to hospital for a paper cut. So,
yeah.
It's a good attitude to have. I hope he works more of it into his act because I think people really want to hear his take.
I don't think he wants to talk about it that much.
I don't think he does either. I think it shook him to the core.
I think he wants to just do his comedy, man.
I know. It's kind of weird, but he could do so much with it and open up, and people would be so intrigued by all of, the aftermath.
I'm sure he's going to address it eventually, but
I want a 4-part series on Netflix. I want the whole story. I want to know what everybody said and did.
I don't know, four parts seems a little, it's a lot.
There's a lot here.
Yeah, done in one.
There's a lot here. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Okay, got a few birthdays going on here today. You just had her in the dirt, I think, yesterday. Lori Loughlin.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Aunt Becky.
Yeah. She's turning 58 years old today.
She looks good.
Yeah. I was looking at a couple things here, just a little perspective to make you feel a little bit old. When Full House, the show she was on, premiered in 1987, John Stamos was 24, Dave Coulier was 28, and Bob Saget was 31. The Tanner girls are all older than that now. The Olsen twins, who are the youngest, are 36.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's very depressing, Kevin.
Dang. There's a couple others that BuzzFeed had. James Avery, who was on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was Uncle Phil. He was 45 when he started playing Uncle Phil in 1990. Will Smith is now 53.
Wow.
Much older than Uncle Phil. And then for Mean Girls, Tina Fey was 34. Amy Poehler was 33 when they made the movie. And now all the girls that were in their care and they're the teachers of are all older than that right now. Lindsay Lohan and Amanda Seyfried are 36. Lacey Chabert is 39. And Rachel McAdams is 43.
Rachel McAdams is 43?
She's 43.
How long ago did that come out? Because that seems kind of like it's still a newer movie, and I know it's not.
Yeah.
That's got to be at least 15 years, right?
Yeah,
Mean Girls. Yeah, 2004.
Holy crud balls.
Right, huh?
That's going on 20 years, man.
18
It's
years now.
such a good movie.
But that's almost 2 decades old. My gosh.
Little perspective for you, right?
You get down with Mean Girls?
Yeah,
Okay,
That's a
okay.
good movie.
Got some other birthdays here. Like to wish Mickey a very happy 9th birthday. Love you much from Mommy, Daddy, Max, Frank, Mac, and Slowpoke. Also, we got a birthday shout out is going on here. 11th to Cameron from Mommy, George, Connor, Charlie Boy, and Stormy. So there you go. You got a birthday, you want to get a shout out, send us an email. Easiest way to do it, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com.
My head's still in that Full House story, dog.
I know.
You rocked his old ass.
Yeah, I did, huh? We put the call out for Choco Tacos. Anywhere you can get that, discontinued by Klondike in July, but maybe some remnants of the Choco Taco are still out there.
It's kind of an emergency because if we don't act now, that's it, baby.
Somebody said they still have them at Calypso Bay. So maybe there, if you go to Calypso Bay.
What the hell is Calypso Bay?
It's a little water park.
Can I drink?
I'll take a Calypso Bay with the extra shot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Love it. Wouldn't
If
it be
someone
great?
said, Bird, you got to take us to Calypso Bay right now or we all die, we're dead.
It's it's in Royal Palm. It's on Lamstein. If you go back, you'll be right there on Southern.
Yeah.
I always remember that name, Lamstein. They got softball fields back there. As my daughter used to always play there. It's kind of behind a complex. That,
It's in the same area that you got punked going to try out for Wheel of Fortune. There was no Wheel of Fortune tryouts there. It's over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's far.
It's a good, like I said, it's going out Southern, and so it's right there. Right.
I wonder
behind
how
that
many they
complex.
have and what would they take for them.
I don't know. That's a great question. So you can go there and get them. But you'll see like the Outback Steakhouse is over there, and there's the First Watch, and it's kind of like behind that.
All right, we're coming for you, Lamstein Way.
Somebody also said that, they had 6 boxes of Choco Tacos left at the Publix on Sainsbury and Okeechobee. And I got the last box last night.
Wow. You can freeze them for a while.
Yeah, you can.
And then have them, hey, I got a Choco in 2025.
No doubt. They would hold up if you wanted to.
You could pull those out at like a party and everybody would be like, oh my gosh.
Could you eat a Choco Taco from 10 years from now?
I don't know if you'd want to wait that long. I mean, you could.
Could
but
you? Would it? I don't know.
It's a good question.
I'd love to eat old food. If anyone's got old food, I want to eat it. I want to try it.
There you do. Okay.
Years and years, Kev. If it's from the 80s, man, or 90s, or 70s, let me try that food.
You did drink that Coca-Cola one time from the 80s.
It was disgusting.
And you'll do it again.
Yes.
Now we've got a little Camp KVJ for you, a 4-pack of tickets to Rapids Water Park, another great South Florida water park, arguably the biggest that we've got here. Also, a 4-pack of tickets to the Museum of Discovery and Science in Fort Lauderdale. We do call out for school-age kids, and not kids who actually have kids that are school-aged. Just wanted to clarify. In case you don't get that, because I do know we've got a lot of younger kids that really would love to get their hands on these tickets. I got this email from Kimberly, and she said, it's time to throw in the towel on winning the Rapids tickets when your 5 and 6-year-olds repeat the automated operator for WRMF's busy signal before bed. Here they are.
What did they say?
All lines are busy. Please call again. All lines are business. Please call again. All lines are business. Please call again.
Poor kids are going to bed just reciting the all lines are busy message
awesome.
that you get.
She's hated, and I get it.
Yeah, so a lot of people definitely want these for your school-age kids. That would be below the age of 18 or 17. 877-979-WRMF. It is a hot ticket for a hot summer. We are giving you the hookup. 4-pack tickets to Rapids Water Park and also to the Museum of Discovery and Science for Camp KVJ. You believe we only got a couple weeks of this left because summertime about over, y'all.
Oh, man.
It's crazy, right?
Oh, yeah.
What the heck is going on around here?
Math. It's back, baby.
We got Amy on here from Stewart. Hello, Amy.
Good morning.
I understand you have an 8-year-old that would love to go to Rapids Water Park and the Museum of Discovery and Science.
Yes, his birthday is Saturday, so this is super exciting.
Oh, that's very cool.
That's big.
Very cool.
Perfect.
All right, well, it all works out. Well, you have an amazing time. Okay, Amy?
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. We love listening.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, there you go. Got the hookup. Going to be doing another hookup here with tickets for the weekend. That is going to be a really hot show. That is coming up on August 6th. So that'll be, next weekend? Can you believe we're already getting into August?
Oh, my gosh. It's August. It's August. Oh,
I know.
not
Insane.
ready.
Yeah, not to snooze on it, too. I mean, unfortunately, we're probably, maybe 3 weeks away from having to always watch the weather.
Oh, for H-Canes?
Yeah. See what the heck is always going on with that.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
Yeah. It's kind of a pain in the butt. You know, oddly enough, today is National Water Park Day. Did you know?
Yeah, it's also National Chocolate Milk Day.
It's also
They do a lot
National
of-
Intern Day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We can't
what?
celebrate that. We have no interns.
We have no interns, but we can celebrate the ones of our past. We have some amazing interns that came through
I
here.
also can get us some chocolate milk stat if you want it. I know.
Chocolate milk's solid.
It is
a
solid.
solid. Yeah, my son lives on chocolate milk.
I loved to blow bubbles when I was a kid.
I'm lactose intolerant. I'll blow you some bubbles.
That is so gnarly.
That is gnarly.
Gosh, how did you just make chocolate milk gross?
Yeah. And you know what you could have with that? Today's National Chili Dog Day.
No.
You couldn't handle it.
Oh, yesterday
Oh, my gosh.
she's loading up on cheese over there. She's like, oh, Mama's full. I'm eating so much cheese. Oh.
Panda gave me a giant basket of just cheese. I'm like, this is the most amazing present.
So she's eating cheese all day yesterday. Today's Armageddon.
Bad stuff. Yeah, today is also National Hamburger Day.
What?
Yeah.
They're just making stuff up and
Well,
adding
they do,
things.
because
They're-
they want every,
Well, you're throwing too many stars in the movie.
Thank you.
It's when you throw so many A-listers and it just doesn't. It's too clunky.
It's too busy.
You're celebrating chocolate milk, which is beloved by a large community. You're also trying to celebrate hamburgers, which is even more beloved. It's too much, Virginia.
I agree.
Everybody wants to get their product out there and have a day that people celebrate, so hopefully they can make a couple extra sales.
Do you like this combination, if I may talk to a fat Kevin, a cheeseburger, like a diner cheeseburger with a chocolate malt or a chocolate milk of sorts? Do they pair nicely for you?
A diner-style burger with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malt
I
of
could
sorts.
I could see that working.
Yeah.
In fact, what do you think? If you could come up with a revolutionary burger idea, what would it be? What path would you go down? Because you think about it now, they do everything to burgers. I've seen them put eggs on burgers.
I love that.
You got taco burgers. You got pizza burgers. You got all this kind of stuff. You know, the one thing I'm surprised, I haven't really seen yet. I haven't seen a waffle burger.
Ooh, I would eat that.
And I wonder if that might work. If you could, how would you make a waffle burger
You could
work?
make a waffle patty melt.
Okay,
Oh, that'd
yeah.
be so good.
Now we're talking. All right.
I don't want to bust your bubble, but I've seen it.
You have?
I have.
A waffle burger?
Just let him live
No,
in
no,
fantasy.
no. Where would
You
you
want
find
me to
it?
lie to you?
No.
Fat
I want
Kevin?
the truth. I can handle the truth.
Yeah, I know you can. Kev, don't read the
Let him
comments.
think he made it up.
Okay,
Okay.
Kev, you made it up.
Well, because to the point, what else can you do with a burger? I've seen them put donuts around them. You know, you got the donut burger. You got everything else. So what has not been done?
The Pierogi Burger. And it's carb on carb.
How do you do the pierogi burger?
You throw basically, you could do it a couple ways. You could
Okay.
throw the pierogi inside of the burger, on top of the burger, I should say, with the bun on there. Or you could take two big ass pierogies and make that your bun. So
Okay.
now when you bite into it, you've got a meat patty, you got your cheese. You also got the shell of the pierogi with the potato in there.
Oh, okay.
You crisp
Yeah.
that up.
That's
that,
like a full meal right there.
Keto Kev ain't eating that.
Well, this ain't.
This is just for fun.
This is Cheeto Kev. I'm not talking
It
to Cheeto
is.
Kev. I'm talking to. This is still caution to the wind. Let's make love, baby.
Yeah, we're just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would make an omelet burger. Put like a omelet all around a patty.
Okay, hey, 1994 called. They want the burger though. Omelet.
That'd be good.
Yeah, it's been great since the 90s.
No, it hasn't.
Come on, Tequesta.
That's some new S-bomb.
You got to tell your girl she got to get out of her Tequesta bubble more.
Yeah. She thinks she's being revolutionary.
I am. That's
omelet burger.
That is hitting.
She's throwing out old hat.
Oh, you're adorable, pumpkin.
Yeah.
Where do they have an omelet burger?
Dog, where don't they have them?
Please.
This side of the Mississippi?
Show me the menu.
Somebody said they have a waffle burger at the fair. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but the fair ain't here right now.
It's true.
So I kind of think Kevin is an innovator.
You're right, Kevin.
Thank you, Virginia.
Kevin invented waffles.
Yeah.
The man needs a win.
You're right.
He's been getting his ass kicked in cars.
Tough, yeah.
Let him have a good day.
I've taken a lot of L's here lately. Kind of on a big losing streak right now in life.
You invented it, man.
Okay, I got tickets for you to the weekend. He is going to be at Hard Rock Stadium. That is going to be coming up next weekend, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Going to play a round of Who Dat Celebrity.
Okay.
So I've got a celebrity voice here for you, and you've got to tell me who the celebrity is. We got 5 for you. You get a winning score of 3. You get the tickets.
You want to put some money on Double or Nothing, that $50 I lost yesterday?
Give me the 50 first, and then we'll talk.
Well, I'm trying to see. Let's see if I can
You owe
win.
me 50.
How about this? If I lose, I'll give you the 100 right now.
Damn.
Well, you guys are actually going to be playing together and helping the person that's going to call him for the weekend tickets, because you guys can't get the weekend tickets.
We're
I didn't know
a
if you were
team.
aware.
I'll give Kevin $50 for derailing his bit.
Yeah. So I don't think he gets that we're playing.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry about my friend.
You both are going to try to help this person out. I'm the only one that has the answers, and they've got to get 3 out of 5. And if they don't, then we got to tell them, sorry, you ain't going to the weekend.
Of a level of difficulty, 1 to 5, what is it?
They get tougher.
Oh, boy.
They get tougher. It's going to start off, I think, relatively easy. And you know me, I'm a softie. I give some context clues as well.
Okay.
To try to help this out. I really want somebody to walk away with tickets to the weekend.
I do like the Kevin clues.
Okay. All right. So we're going to play with Diana here from Port St. Lucie. Hello, Diana.
Hey, KVJ. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, cool. We'll move along. All right, we're going to play a clip here for you. You try to tell us who the celebrity is. Okay, Diana?
All right, sounds good.
Okay, here we go. Celebrity number 1. Who is this?
Now, going forward, I'm not willing to meet or see anyone I've met with enough people against my will. I'm done. All I want is to own my money for this to end and my boyfriend to drive me in his car.
Oh, I know this one.
Okay. Let's see what Diana's got here. Diana, do you have any idea who this celebrity is?
Yeah, please tell me that's Britney Spears.
That is Britney Spears. Yeah, very nice.
Boom, boom, boom.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, in fact, she's in the news today. Her dad tried to go back after her and wanted his attorneys to be able to question her. And thankfully, they're not going to be able to grill her.
They're not, because he wanted her to have to sit for a deposition that has nothing to do with this lawsuit. This lawsuit is about him breaking the code of conduct when you're supposed to run a conservatorship the right way. Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with her being deposed. His lawyers were just trying to do that to upset Britney.
That's
and the
terrible.
judge said, no,
it's your daughter, man.
Her dad is trying to depose her because he knows it'll rattle her cage.
That's crazy.
He should be rattled in a back alley with a fist.
I couldn't imagine doing that to your daughter.
He is a pig.
Okay, here we go. Diana's got 1. She needs to get 2 more here. Who dat celebrity?
There need to be things that make you look forward to waking up in the morning. You wake up in the morning, you look forward to the day, look forward to the future. In a future where we are a spacefaring civilization and out there among the stars, I think that's very exciting. That is a thing we want. Whereas if you knew we would not be a spacefaring civilization but forever confined to Earth, this would not be a good future. That would be very sad, I think.
Who's that celebrity? Do you need some help on that one, Diana?
No, that sounds like my man Elon Musk.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Elon Musk. Are you feeling that, Virginia?
No, she's good.
I knew it, Kevin.
Okay, you had it?
I did.
Okay.
It's easy to say that after.
It is.
Let me throw another one here at you, Diana. You're one away from weekend tickets. Who is celebrity?
All right.
My wife was driving with my daughter in the car, and they were out by like Thousand Oaks in the country. My daughter was like, "Mommy, what's that smell?" And she was like, "Oh, that's a skunk." And she goes, "Oh, Daddy smells like that all the time."
Easy.
Okay. Do you think you know who that is, Diana?
No, I actually don't know who that one is. It smells like skunk. I don't know. Willie Nelson?
Bird?
That is Mark Wahlberg.
That is Mark Wahlberg, yeah. Got the bird. All right, let me throw one more at you here, Diana.
But she's already won.
Yeah, stop changing Kevin's game. He's been doing it a long time. Stop telling him how to do his game.
Just want to see if she can get this one, how tough this is. Who's this celebrity?
Our kids get very grossed out by us in general, but especially when we're eating, they are sickened by us. And I'm not sure why that is, but they are disgusted by our eating. They make fun of my eating a lot.
Do you have any idea who that is, Diana? You got a hot hand here.
I got a hot hand there. No, you guys got tough on me. Is that Chrissy Allen?
That's a good guess. Anybody here in the studio know who that is?
I think it's Kelly Ripa.
You got it right, Virginia. Yeah.
She don't look like she eats, by the way.
She does.
She's so tiny.
But not a lot. Coming up here, I'm going to tell you what Kelly Ripa eats in a day. It's pretty crazy.
A piece of lettuce.
She's gone public with what she eats because everyone's always asking about it.
Yeah, she's gone public with it.
If I had that willpower, I would be so happy, but I don't.
Yeah. Diana, good news for you. You got enough to get those weekend tickets. Next weekend, you're going to be at Hard Rock Stadium, okay?
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
You are so welcome. We're going to be doing another pair of tickets to the weekend this morning. Well, we'd heard a clip just a second ago, and Who Dat Celebrity? We had a little Kelly Ripa in there, and she was talking a little bit about what she eats here on her show with Ryan Seacrest.
Our kids get very grossed out by us in general, but especially when we're eating, they are sickened by us. And I'm not sure why that is, but they are disgusted by our eating. They make fun of my eating a lot.
Mm-hmm. So what exactly is Kelly eating?
She just said the same thing 9 different ways.
Yeah.
How can you be that annoying in 9 seconds?
She got a lot of time she got to fill.
Oh, my gosh.
She got a lot of time she got to fill.
That show's unwatchable.
Oh, my God. Did you hear that clip?
I did.
I was going through it just to kind of see, what they do in a day and to get some audio for the bid that we were doing.
Poor you.
Oh, it was tough. You're right. It's just her talking about her really not that interesting life. And she tells a story. I guess they just got to eat up time. And so she just sits there and just goes on a story.
First, I buttered my bread. And oh my gosh, I love butter, you guys. No, you don't. You don't effing eat butter.
It was pretty amazing how drawn out it was.
You liar.
Yeah.
I eat butter. Let me show you my ass. This is a butter ass.
That clip you just played me, for some reason, it triggers me, Kevin.
Yeah, I can tell.
We're triggered by Kelly Ripa talking about what she's eating.
Well, then you're supposed to, wait for Seacrest to bring the heavy, the funny?
He's not eating either.
What are we talking about?
They both look too skinny.
All right, I'm being a hater. I'm sorry.
Well, we got this email from Chrissy, and she said in the email, I follow a creator on TikTok, Meredith Lynch, that shares deep dives on celebrities, what I eat in a day. And she said Kelly Ripa's was pretty wild. Here is the TikTok video with Meredith Lynch breaking down Kelly Ripa's daily diet.
Now, Kelly starts her day off with Nature's Candy, a glass of water. And she has it with like these green powder that looks like Oscar the Grouch, and a cup of coffee. And then her whole big thing is that she has no chewing foods before she does the show. Then is 2 tablespoons of almond butter and some cut up apple. And she calls this her first chewable meal of the day. So for lunch, she has a big salad of microgreens with avocado and some nuts. She then proceeds to tell us about her wild world of snacking, which is a handful of nuts, never more than a handful. For a little indulgence, Kelly will have a chocolate-covered almond.
Wow. A chocolate-covered almond. That's what she eats in a day.
I'm surprised she can smile.
It's crazy.
That sounds very depressing.
She said for dinner she'll have a smaller version of the microgreen salad and pieces of tofu or a single grilled vegetable like asparagus. Not a grouping of asparagus, one asparagus.
Yeah, I can't do that.
That's pretty crazy, right?
I don't have the Kelly willpower.
Yeah, I was just like, does anybody else have a diet out there that is that? I mean, look, I am the diet pansy. I'm pretty regimented and strict, but
you are.
When I look at that, I'm like, wow, a single asparagus?
And I've asked you, and I believe you because you wouldn't lie about that. You don't lie. You said, I don't really miss any of the. You don't seem like you miss the food that much.
No.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
I've been on a diet for 2 weeks. I miss so much food.
Yeah.
He's hangry.
I know.
Oh.
He's struggling.
Oh, that clip. Oh, I don't.
Chrissy then said, I think y'all should have Jaybird follow this diet for a day to fit into his costume for the Halloween movie. Okay.
He kind of has been really strict these past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he's like me. We go all or nothing.
Yeah.
And when we're dieting, we're really strict. But you can't live in that world forever like Kelly.
Yeah, I think this is every day. She doesn't have any day that's not
No.
like this. This isn't a diet. This is her lifestyle.
I cheat a lot.
Okay.
I cheat a lot too.
Yeah.
I'm to
It's
your point.
fun.
I'm up and down. I'm like Oprah.
Yeah, it's fun. This to me is living. Going up and going down is living because I allow myself to have those fun, awesome indulgences. But then when I realize my ass is getting too big to fit in my pants, I reel it back in and go a little strict.
They tell me I either look too sickly or too pudgy, Kevin. So you try to find that middle line.
They did tell him at the
Struggle.
beer fest that he looked like he had cancer.
Oh in
That's
front
fun.
of front of 11 people.
It was so public.
The only thing missing was she didn't have a megaphone. That woman.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. It was somebody else.
But Kevin gets it too, though. Kevin
I
gets
do.
ripped a hard bad.
I get that a lot. Yeah. Mhm. It's tough. In fact, it's kind of like a guess the disease Kevin is dying from.
Oh my God.
That's kind of like the game. I hear people in conversation. So what is he dying from?
People are
It's usually
cold.
cancer. but-
Marriage.
I get the cancer one a lot. Oh,
Yeah.
but I think Bert's got cancer. If I lose too much weight, and Kevin definitely,
Yeah.
it's cancer for
It's
Kevin.
a fun game. It's fun. I usually like to join in.
You like to guess the illness too?
Well, that young Virginia, you should get low. Get real low.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
That was
She's
my
getting
cut.
real low. Oh, yeah.
You did in front of Flowrider.
I did.
You did. You dropped it like it was hot, right in front of him.
Okay.
We never interviewed him again.
That was it. He saw
We
that
did.
and he's like, yeah.
When we were in Miami, we interviewed him again.
I know. I'm just doing jokes, dog. I'm just singing for my supper.
I went and bought those apple bottom jeans, and I thought I was so cute.
Oh, yeah. You went for it, huh?
I remember when it was we had a bit about it. We had a segment about you buying apple bottom jeans. I remember. I had to edit it.
Did you have the boots with the fur?
Yes.
I
whole
still
world
have a
looking
few
at her.
boots with fur.
Okay. Well, Virginia, she is always on the cutting edge of trends, fashion, weight loss. She saw what Kim Kardashian did at the Met Gala to lose 16 pounds in 3 weeks to cram into that Marilyn Monroe dress. And now Virginia is all over it. You said that she had a little help from some pharmaceuticals. There was a drug that she took that's normally for diabetics.
Yes.
What the heck is this? This doesn't sound right when you're misusing medication for
Well,
purposes it wasn't created for.
you're right.
Okay.
But a lot of us, myself included,
Uh-huh.
are borderline diabetic. Like I'm close, like I'm in that window of, oh girl, you got to watch yourself. You can't really have too much crazy sugars.
Okay.
And every time I've been pregnant, I had that pregnancy diabetes because your blood sugar goes all wonky and I instantly have it as soon as I get pregnant. So I'm kind of borderline diabetic.
Okay, so you feel like in a way this was kind of created for you, so it's not that big of a stretch.
Yeah.
That's how you're justifying it.
I figure if I don't talk, the segment will go quicker.
You're sounding like a married guy.
I am.
So when do you start on this Kim Kardashian diabetic pharmaceutical?
I ordered it yesterday. It's
Okay.
called semaglutide.
How much was this?
Well, I haven't got the bill yet. I don't know.
Over or under 500, you think?
I think under. Definitely under. I just don't know how much yet because I just put the order in and they're calling me back today and I'm going to go. They do it at Begin Anew. So I think the brand name is Ozempic.
Okay.
But the actual, trade name of it, the real, drug name is semaglutide.
Okay, so how long do you have to take semaglutide?
Well, here's the deal. Kim K is my lab rat. She took it. She looks fine.
Okay.
I think we should make a rule, Kevin, where we can't. Virginia can't say Kim K as if they're girls and they go out together.
Yeah, this is tight. Yeah, they go out with their apple bottom
This is where
jeans.
gossip and weight loss collide, and I am so here for it.
This is tough for me right now. We went from
Struggling through this one.
Ripa to Kardashian, and it's.
He's on the ropes.
I'm on the ropes.
Yeah, he's struggling.
The Italian's been cut.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure people will watch Virginia to see if she has any luck with it too.
Look, I'm going to try it because I like to try everything. I'll be the lab rat for everybody.
Okay, well, what do you say about some of the naysayers out there? Like the bearded Mexican in our chat room. Virginia is using a new Kardashian method to lose weight, but won't eat better or work out. Sounds about right.
I do walk, but that's about it. That's all I do.
Okay.
She walks to her car.
The bar.
Yeah. No, she runs to the bar, so that's where she gets her most exercise.
She gets her
That's
hard,
her workout plan.
Her hard cardio.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama needs a cocktail.
Then she does 8-ounce curls.
And fireball shots.
It's got a little weight to it, right?
Yeah, and you eat pretty healthy. You have those.
I eat like you.
You
Jay
have those
Bird.
Bloody Marys in the morning with all those vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
It's a salad.
Yeah, it is. Well, we got this email here. This girl talking about how her boyfriend has ruined their vacation before they even left. She said, my boyfriend clearly wants me to lose some weight before our trip to Mexico. He didn't come right out and say it, but he bought me a bikini in the size that I was when we met 2 years ago. Yeah, I put on a little weight since then. When I tried it on, I'm like, look, I can't cram myself into this. It's too small. And he said, look, you'll be fine. By the time we go in a month, you'll be all right. I can help you out here. I got a little upset because he insisted the only thing that he's trying to change about me is my strength and fitness. He goes to the gym pretty much every day. And I'm not sure if he's just being rude or if this is just his lifestyle and he's trying to help me be healthier. I know I'm upset. I just don't know how mad I should be. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've even had thoughts of not going on this trip now. Would you? Is that completely insulting to buy a girl a bikini a size smaller than what she is, hoping she'll fit in it by the time you take a vacation a month, Virginia?
Yeah, I mean, he's not doing it right.
He's doing it wrong.
This is not how you motivate her. This is actually how you demotivate her and make her feel yucky about herself.
Scale to 5, how mad should she be?
A 3.
Okay.
I call the person out though right away. Go, you're getting me this bikini. The small, I bring it right up and let them know in our relationship this ain't cool.
Yeah.
Let people know you got.
I think she did. I mean, that's what she's saying. She said, I got upset, and it sounds like she talked to him, and he said, look, I'm just trying to help you with your strength and fitness. It's not about your weight.
Let's be honest and talk about what the real reasons are. I'm not stupid, so don't talk to me like I am.
Would you be okay? What if Panda said, "Hey, babe, I love you. I think you're beautiful, but I think I wish you would lose a little bit of weight because I think you've gained weight." How would you take that? And is he a jerk for saying that?
He's not a jerk, but I would be crushed because his opinion really does matter to me. And I would be very shocked if he ever went that way because I go up and down and he always makes sure to tell me how beautiful I look and makes me feel really good.
Well, I asked this because I have a buddy who has gained weight and his wife made comments about how he needs to maybe,
really? Okay.
Yeah, and he was it's reverse. His feelings were hurt.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. And he came to me to talk about it. And I'm the wrong person to come. I'm like, oh man,
let's have some pie.
You need a sundae.
Yeah. Here's what we need about your weight loss,
brother. I got some pound cake that's gonna soothe your soul. I'm the wrong person. But I felt his feelings were hurt though. Her approach was a little kind of jerky too. So
I don't think people a lot of times approach it very well when they want their partner to lose weight, and buying a bikini that's too small, probably not the best way to do it. She's clearly a little bit upset. She sent us an email. Now, is she going way too far? She's like, you know what? I'm not going. If you need to have a skinny version of me, then you can just go by yourself. That feels too
That's
extreme,
so harsh.
Right?
I mean, I don't want you to miss out on this fun trip. You can't. Don't let him ruin this with his bad attitude and his bad approach.
Yeah.
His heart's in the right place, but he's a dumb dude, and his approach was wrong.
Well, someone wants to know how you are with somebody and they were a one way that you were attracted to them and they started gaining weight. How do you approach that situation? And are they a jerk for even feeling like they should talk about it? Because some people do let themselves go. And I personally think you shouldn't. Like, if I was with somebody and if I gained 60 pounds, I would know that I would self-govern myself. But what happens if you are in a situation where your mate starts to become unattracted to you? Because that does happen.
Sure, it does. And everybody's got to handle it differently. Me personally, I would not say anything unless there was health issues involved. If the doctor had told them you need to eat healthier, you need to have more of this, and I'd be like, hey, look, I'll go on the same diet with you. I'll eat it with you. You need to pay attention to your health. When the doctor's telling you for your health, you need to eat this way or lose a little bit of weight, I'll be right there with you. But for aesthetics and for my own joy, I wouldn't be in a relationship where I would tell somebody that they need to drop some lbs.
I don't know if there is an easy way to tell somebody that. Even if you're trying to be nice, I think people are going to be offended.
Totally.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's real tough.
Hey, Bird, you look like a portly
people want to be
hippo.
Well, people want to be loved the way they are. That's what they feel like they're in a relationship, and that's what it should be. It's like, you should love me for who I am.
But what happens though if I know when I gain too much weight, I don't look as good and I don't feel as good. And I know a lot of times it can cause. I've seen it, man. Just in the attitude alone, people will have depression about it. What do you do in those situations? How do you approach that?
The only way would be laying the ground rule between the both of you, saying, hey, we're going to have a mutual agreement that if either of us starts putting on the weight, because you can get away from you don't realize that you packed it on, and be like, we will be each other's guide to make sure that we stay in shape, and we will force each other to work out and eat well enough that we can maintain the physique that we want, and we'll be there to watch each other. That's the only way, but you got to lay that ground rule, and if you're both not on that page, it's a really tough thing to approach.
Yeah, I mean, some people are saying we ask for honesty in relationships, but we don't want to hear the truth.
That's true.
Let's call it what it is. You want to be honest with me. Be honest. Don't be too honest with me, because it's going to hurt my feelings. What do we want as a species?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you think I'm gross.
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't got the answer.
Okay.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. Ha, 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 ha. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Dennys Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
Oh, man. We are ready to laugh. Denny's got a little comedy here for us. We, as the joke jury, let them know what is hitting, what is missing. All right, what you got for us today, Dennys?
All right, joke one. What do you call a computer that poops?
A computer that poops? I don't know. What do you call it?
IBM.
Ah,
yeah. Oh, that's
good. Second joke. Why doesn't the ocean work on Fridays?
Why doesn't it work on Fridays?
Because it's a coast day.
Oh, smart.
Yes.
Science comedy.
Yes. Third joke. Where do animals from Africa go for pelvic health?
I don't know. Where do they go?
The rhinocologist.
Oh.
Rhino.
Right, yeah. You got the rhino. Yeah,
I love it.
Looks in there.
It's adorable.
Right. Yeah. Fourth joke. What is Hamburger Helper's stance on safe sex?
Hamburger Helper's stance on safe sex. What is it?
No glove, no love.
Oh, yeah.
Love Hamburger Helper comedy.
There's not much out there. And final joke. When did they know the porn star was finally comfortable with his profession?
I don't know. When did they know?
When he came into himself.
Well, it's nice to know he's comfortable at least. Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Dirt of the day.
It's a home run, Josh. Yes.
Need that dirt of the day.
Well, it's kind of crazy how much work Kevin Hart has been doing. I mean, you're not going to believe all the things he's got going on right now. I looked it up because I saw a movie trailer he's in doing the voice of another cartoon. He's got, what I see in front of me right here, 12 different projects working right now.
Like I said, if you hate Kevin Hart, you're going to hate the month of August. Because he's in an animated movie coming out this weekend where he's doing the voice. He's got a Netflix movie coming out. He's got another movie that's coming out in theaters at the end of the month. 3 movies. It's like every single weekend the next 3 weeks. And then on top of that, he's going to be promoting like crazy.
And he's got television series that he's the executive producer of. So he's got Real Husbands of Hollywood. He's got Kevin Hart's Cold as Balls.
Okay.
He's got Celebrity Game Face. He's got the Black Comedy Revolution MTV miniseries called Right to Offend. He's got Confessions from the Heart, which is a TV series. He's got It Ain't for the Week, which is a special TV documentary that he's executive producing.
Yeah.
He's got Me Time, which is a film. He's got Lift, which is a film. He's got My Own Worst Enemy, which is a film.
I always wonder when because a lot of times they'll throw that executive producer kind of just to have their name involved, and they pretty much that's all it is their name. Wonder what they make on that stuff.
Thank you.
You're just sitting around. Oh yeah, good idea, guys. And
I
your
think
name
every
is on
project's
there.
different.
I'm sure it is, but Kevin Hart puts his name on an executive producer, or he's not really involved in something. What did he take home on that?
Great question.
Just have his name on it.
How much
he's
did
doing
he?
nothing.
Yeah.
How much did he make in 2021? Is that the last stats we have?
Is that your way of saying bird? Look that up.
Yeah. Don't you do that all the time? You're good at that.
Kevin Hart net worth.
Kevin Hart, current net worth. He's got to be the richest guy in comedy.
That's not true.
He's not?
I don't know. Dave Chappelle has got the Netflix deal he just did.
Well,
that's pretty lucrative.
Kevin Hart is worth $450 million.
Okay, the only person beating that might be Seinfeld and Larry David.
Let me see what Dave Chappelle's worth. Dave Chappelle, so $450 on that.
On Kevin Hart, $450 million for Kevin Hart.
And Dave Chappelle is worth, of course it's not.
Did you get a pop-up ad?
$60 million, it's saying.
Wow. Okay.
Kevin Hart, y'all, is not playing.
No, he's
Do
not.
not sleep on the work ethic of Kevin Hart, who realizes you better strike while the iron is hot, and he is.
$450. I mean,
$450.
That's Beatles money.
That's crazy.
Good for him.
Good for him.
He is a hustler,
He
though.
is. He talks about it.
Yeah.
Shawn Mendes has just canceled the remainder of his world tour. Apparently, he's going through, and I quote, mental health struggles. He posted his statement on Instagram telling fans he did not realize the toll that being back on the road would have on him, and he just wasn't ready for it. He only played 7 of the 87 scheduled shows that were going to be taking place in the U.S., the U.K., and Europe. It's not known if he is going to go back on the road and make these up. A lot of these shows were already like on sale. So scary stuff.
What if I came in here or Virginia said, Kev, we're taking a month off for mental health struggles? Would the company support that, or how long would it take for them to fire you? If I said I was going through something,
48 hours.
Yeah, and I said I'm going through mental health struggles. When do you hear from management going, where is Bird? He needs to be in his seat.
I don't think that they've put a deadline on it. So I think it's a case by case on what it is. I've seen some people take ridiculously long leaves from shows because they were just going through some stuff. So
And they came back without any.
Yeah, some people have. Somebody did. I was looking at a Twitter comment yesterday, though, and they're saying, all these companies now are all about your mental health. They want to do it. But yet, when you go to get an actual session with a therapist, it still costs you $500. So...
Yeah, that's messed up.
Well, they were just saying, it's like, we need they may promote like we're all about mental health. I'm not saying, our company in particular. This is a comment about many other companies. They'll throw the guys up that we really care about your mental health, but then nobody could afford to get a therapy session because their insurance isn't good when it comes to getting mental health therapy sessions.
Oh, people always say they care about your mental health until you don't answer an email back in a day, and then they're mother effing you behind your back.
Nobody cares about you.
No.
You know who cares about you? Your mama.
Mental health.
That's it.
I'm taking a week off from mental health. Whatever. It would never be allowed.
I think you have to exemplify that you likely are going through something, and I think luckily in your case, I think we're good. I think you could probably say, I'm all good. I think we all could probably say, we're all good. I think we would each get at least 2 weeks to a month.
And it'd be okay. Yeah. All right.
I think we each would get 2 weeks to a month because I think they would just be like, they're all a little unhinged.
people would understand. But I guess my question would always be, when are you allowed to take as much? And then they start to go, all right, Virginia, get your ass back to work. I don't care about your mental health anymore. Week 5, week 3.
Depends upon your company, depends upon you, what you're exhibiting. Because there's clearly going to be people that are going to abuse it. And that's the one thing that they're going to want to stay away from.
You're going to have to be under a doctor's care, and they're going to want to talk to that person.
It's a tough thing for an employer today, because the worst thing that they don't want to look like is somebody who's unsympathetic to somebody's mental health.
Yes.
But then on the other side of it, trust me, I know a gazillion people in this world that will take advantage of that, and they just want a shopping day, or they just don't feel like working.
Big time.
And they're not.
My mental health needs me to go to Nordstrom.
How do you balance that out when you're an employer saying, so I think a lot of employers now are saying, here's what you need to do. You need to meet this quota of work. Do it whenever you want to do it. If you want to take 3 shopping days in a row, go ahead. I don't care. But this work's got to be done. If not, I got to find an employee who can meet this quota.
Well, it's like everyone has a different definition of what mental health is, and that's why I'm asking the question.
Sure.
What is considered mental health?
This show stresses my mental health every day. I'm not lying.
Yeah, I know. That's my
day.
point. That's my point.
I'm under a lot of stress.
Yes.
I need drinks about every day.
You could go on a good 2 weeks.
Mentally, I'm not doing well, but I'm not taking time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But you're keeping it together.
Yes, I'm trying.
Daddy's got bills.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's a lot of people, though.
I know.
You know what I mean? And
well, a lot of us are struggling.
And that's why. Is that just to be human, or is that
right?
Just
life's kind of tough.
Yeah.
And this is why we need to hyper focus on this Mega Millions, because I feel like we're going to win on Friday.
Amen, sister.
Oh, yes, sister.
And finally here.
Oh, it's the dirt.
Am I still in the dirt?
I don't know. That was deep.
Kevin, do you want me to just bail?
That was good.
Now finish it up, Virginia. Finish strong.
Yeah, finish
strong.
this game.
Well, everybody was giving Bruce Springsteen a bunch of crap because he had the balls to put tickets on sale for his world tour for $5,000 for some tickets. And people are like, what? You're supposed to be there for the working man. You're a poser. But his manager has gone online and said, look, everybody, those big price tickets are very few. Most of our tickets are in the mid $200 range. So calm down. We only set our pricing for this tour based on what our peers, our other old rockers have been doing. And they're all charging a lot these days. So there you go. That's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Gotta say, this thing is really amusing. The viral pink sauce on TikTok, created by Chef Carly P of Miami. Everybody's getting it, trying it, and posting a video, and then, it's going viral. It's so great. The problem is, though, some people are getting sick from this pink sauce. It's made with sunflower seed oil, raw honey, chili, garlic, and dragon fruit, which gives it the pink color. It looks like thick Pepto-Bismol that people are putting on everything from their chicken wings to tacos to gyros. So it's all there. But it's not FDA regulated, Food and Drug Administration. And they a lot of times have guidelines on shipping and expiration, and think about what's going on with supply line issues and the heat and everything else. It may not be fresh when it gets to you, and it's getting people sick.
Well, it's not shelf stable, at least not with the ingredients that she put in it originally.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've reformulated, but the stuff goes bad. There's no preservative in it.
Well, here is Chef Carly P. She doesn't think the FDA has anything to say about her pink sauce.
What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products. The pink sauce is not a medical product. The pink sauce don't contribute to your health. I never said that.
Okay.
What? Is that real?
I don't
That's
know.
real. That's Chef P.
It's real.
Is it real?
That's
I
Chef
found
P.
it on Instagram, so it's got to be real.
Chef P. What? Do you know what? Wait, what?
I don't think she knows the F in FDA stands for food.
What does she think she stands for?
I don't know. I think she thinks it's just medicine.
But how though?
It's just 3 letters.
How do you not know? Come on, y'all. What is happening? Damn it, Bird.
So she doesn't know the acronym FDA. Do you want to eat anything that she puts out?
No.
No.
And ships?
No.
Probably not.
We're going to pass.
Just a thought. You probably should. All right, the weekend is going to be in South Florida next weekend, and we got some tickets for you here today with a fun little round of little kid or drunk adult. We all do dumb things. Sometimes when we do, we're a little kid. Other times, we are a drunk adult. You just got to figure out which you were at this time. Okay, we've got Jessica on here from Jupiter to play along. Hello, Jessica.
Hi, everybody.
How are you doing today?
KVJ.
Hi.
Okay, we're going to play a little clip here that was submitted on the WRMF app Mic Drop feature. You're going to hear the crazy thing they did, and you got to try to guess if they were a little kid or a drunk adult when they did it. We got Crystal's submission right here. What did you do, Crystal?
So I got kicked out of a nursing home for yelling effing bingo.
The nursing home. Effing bingo.
It's got to be drunk adult.
Did you get bingo and then yell that? Because if you did, that's awesome.
Okay.
They do not want to pay you. Old people get so mad when the youth wins in bingo.
They do.
So mad, Kevin.
My grandma at the old folks' home, fights break out. They accused my grandma of cheating at bingo because she kept winning. And she's like, I'm just lucky. And they were like, she's cheating. A fight broke out.
There is definitely a battle of the ages. If you think you're going into the bingo area and you're all young and fun and you're winning, they do not like it.
Okay. All right, Jessica, what are you thinking here? Bird thinks it's drunk adult. Virginia, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking drunk adult as well.
Okay, you want to agree with them, Jessica?
I agree.
Okay, what were you here, Crystal?
I was actually a little kid. The nursing home my grandma was in had a problem with old people swearing because it made everyone very upset. So they made a rule that any profanity got kicked out of the cafeteria. So when my grandma got bingo and her friend hit her in the arm and she said, hey, you have effing bingo, I was afraid the person running the game wouldn't hear my grandmother because she speaks so softly. So I screamed out, effing bingo. So then we were asked to leave and my grandma was banned for bingo for a weekend. I wasn't ever invited back.
Oh, my God. They banned the old people from bingo? I mean, a week could be a death sentence.
Oh, it's a kid. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Does it matter? No, I'm telling you.
They don't play, huh?
It is an arena that hates youth.
Okay.
It does, man.
Yeah. Okay, all right, we'll give you another chance to get these tickets here, Jessica, with the submission we got from Kendra. What dumb thing did you do, Kendra?
I put a dead lizard in my friend's peanut butter and jelly sandwich when she wasn't looking.
Okay, put a dead lizard in her PB&J.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, it feels like a kid snack.
Yep.
A kid prank?
But is this trickery?
Yeah, I could see Virginia doing that. Whatever.
Bruh.
Bro, you put dead crustaceans all over my house when you were drunk.
But I knew you weren't eating them. I left them as a little, I'm watching you.
She put on my car. She put one in my car.
I put a crawfish on his car.
In my car.
Wah.
In the car.
I put it so I was looking at him when he got in the driver's seat.
Jessica, what are you thinking here? Do we have a little kid or a drunk adult?
I think it's a drunk adult.
Going to go with a drunk adult. Okay. Let's see what Kendra was. What were you, Kendra?
Actually, I was drunk, and I was certain she like the tail hanging out and screamed, but I was drunk, and I got distracted, and I looked away, and then next thing I know, she takes a giant bite of the sandwich, and then runs to the shrubs and starts puking her guts out.
Oh, my God.
She got so upset. She started demanding who did it. I didn't say anything. There were 5 other girls, and no one saw me do it, so I just stayed really quiet.
Good.
One girl was blamed, but nobody really knows who did it. So this happened in Daytona, so I hope it doesn't get back to her.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that was such a low move.
Real
you
low
don't
move.
do that to your homie.
Almost as low as putting a crawfish in someone's car.
Whatever.
She thought it was going to be a nice little joke, haha, and apparently it got away from her. You did say drunk adult, right, Jessica?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did. That means you got tickets to the weekend.
Woo!
That's awesome. Let us know how the show is. I think it's going to be a great show.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
I bet. That's awesome.
So excited.
Okay, well, have fun, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we got more tickets tomorrow. No Name Movie Game. You'll win weekend tickets.
Oh, I want that belt. It's coming home. She's coming home.
Okay. Bird's ready for a win.
Who's the champ? Is it Kevin?
Yeah.
Kevin's the champ.
Yeah, I got that belt over here.
He wore it all weekend long.
Yeah, I did. I'm taking it off. I'm showering with it.
He hasn't touched it since last Friday.
He took a bunch of pictures with it. I think he's going to post them, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Is he going to floss it at Dolphins training camp on Saturday?
Might, yeah.
He ain't going to take it on Saturday.
I'm sure they'll be so impressed.
I'm like, who's that loser?
Come on, don't talk bad. Don't. Seriously, we have to make sure.
Don't talk truth.
We got to keep the.
Stop being honest.
Fine, man. We don't need a belt.
No, it's fantastic.
Oh, it's important to us. But if you walk in Dolphins training camp with that thing on, they are going to laugh at you.
Kevin would hate it. You would hate walking in there.
Middle-aged guy with a plastic wrestling belt.
He would be so bummed out.
And then we yell in the background, the champ's here! The champ is here!
The champ!
The champ's in the house!
I wish we could do that.
I love all the attention on me always.
He hates it.
Pay more attention to me, please.
Kevin's just looking to blend in.
Yep. Ooh, we got some good, juicy confessions here today. Just sit back, strap in, listen to some of the awful things people are doing, but they're getting it off their chest here today. It's therapeutic, right? You can text them into us, 877-979-WRMF. You can email them to us, or you can use the WRMF app. Like we got with this one. This happened 10 years ago. And they said, I did something unethical for a friend who had a vasectomy and he didn't want his wife to know. His wife had gone through extensive tests on why she couldn't get pregnant. And then she asked him to take a fertility test. He told the doctor, you know what, I get stage fright. I can't do it at your office. Can I take the specimen cup home and I'll bring it right back? And like, yeah, sure, no problem. So he had me meet him at a gas station in the bathroom in Miami. And I did my thing, filled up the cup for him. And then he rushed it back to the doctor. And the results came back the next morning that he was normal and didn't have any issues getting a woman pregnant. Looking back, I feel bad helping him do this. But luckily, he and his wife eventually did get divorced, and I sincerely hope she found Mr. Right to have children with. How about that, huh?
Oh,
damn.
Shady.
Dang. That's crazy.
Better be careful messing with that kind of stuff.
What happens if you feel really bad and you are sorry? Are you screwed from the karma gods?
The karma damage is done.
So
well, I think the worst part's the guy that had the vasectomy. I mean, he's lying and getting his friends to do things they probably don't want to do, and you put them in a bad situation, and they, made a bad decision to go along with your diabolical plan, but ultimately it was your idea.
Everybody is wrong in that one. All the dudes.
Yeah,
Imagine
no doubt.
that. All the dudes did it wrong.
I know, Kevin.
Yeah.
I know, you hired her.
Yeah. This confession says, I do social media for a very large corporation, and I am always responding to the nastiest comments all day long.
Damn.
So sometimes after work, I log into my troll account, and then I abuse the customers right back to the real a-holes.
Good for you. I love it.
It's the little things that help you get through the day.
It is a victimless crime.
I'm all about troll kicking.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. This confession says, I was a nanny for an awful family that had two equally awful kids. The kids had a pet rabbit that they abused horribly.
Oh.
One day, I volunteered to take the rabbit to the vet. I told the vet what was up, and he wrote a note that the rabbit had cancer and had to be euthanized. So I took the bunny home. He turns 8 this summer.
I mean, that's a great move.
That's a good story.
You saved the rabbit.
I know. Any animal lover would do that. And I think any good vet would be like, I have no problem writing you this that we had to euthanize this poor animal.
Absolutely.
The only thing I would say is imagine somebody lying about it. Maybe there was no abuse going on. The vet goes, well, I'm going to write this note, and you just took the kid's pet, and there was no proof of it. You're just taking the person's word. How does the vet know?
Yeah.
The vet probably could read and say, okay, this person's sincere.
Oh, so what did Dr. Doolittle?
Well, and if the the thing is, if the vet examines the rabbit and it has injuries that are consistent with what the stories are, it says, what is this rabbit going through? This animal's clearly being abused. diagnosed.
Yeah,
and they say,
Bert.
hey, here's what's going on.
Rabbit injuries.
And then he probably knows the family because they probably brought the rabbit there before themselves.
They're
And
douches.
So it's on record that this family owns the rabbit. He's like, what are they doing to this rabbit? He's like, well, I'm the nanny, and I can tell you what they're doing to this rabbit.
There's a lot of what ifs in your rabbit scenario.
The vet, the nanny, they're on the right side of history.
You have to investigate. You can't just take. I'm not trying to argue, but you just can't take someone's
What are you,
rabbit.
pro buddy beating?
I think all the
all.
context clues were there. This guy probably saw it. He probably knew how awful this family was.
You hate rabbits.
I'd imagine these are sensible people, and they made a good decision that you'd be like, yeah, you did the right thing. It sounds like they did. I could see how they came to this conclusion and why they did it.
I agree with you, Kevin.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just saying, you got to investigate. Oh, yeah, my neighbor's hurting the rabbit. I got to go, blah, blah, blah. Okay,
How many
we'll take your word
rabbits?
for it.
How many rabbits have to get hurt before you'll finally say something?
I love rabbits. You know me. I'm a rabbit lover. They used to call me Rabbit Pennington.
I never called you that.
This text confession says, my roommates came home from the bars and started blaring music on the TV via Spotify and woke me up.
Oh.
But instead of going down and having a confrontation argument about it, I just logged into the router remotely and repeatedly rebooted it until they gave up and went to bed. That's a good way to do it.
Diabolical and brilliant.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous combination.
We just got this text and it says, I'm on vacation with my friend right now, but I'm starting to get sick of her. I'm contemplating faking COVID so we can go home early. Wow. Okay. Is that
when
the
you're
move?
stuck on vacation with somebody and you're not jiving them, there's the worst ever. I don't judge you. Fake that COVID, girl.
There's been a lot of people, in my opinion, who have faked COVID.
Just do it.
so?
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I've talked about doing it.
And I think there's been a lot of people who faked lies about rabbits. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
5 days with no people sounds awesome. 5 days of isolation? I think we could all use a little mind clearing.
This confession says my mom once stopped me on the way out to a party with a bottle to check if it was actually water. I'm like, yeah, of course you can check, because it was water. Water to put in my tiny bong I had hidden in my bag.
Oh.
Okay. Smuggled out some bong water. Somebody else sent in
Smug.
Smug.
Kevin loves it because it's smug.
That'll be fun if you spill it. Oh, you bong water.
Somebody else texted in and said, I secretly read and reread all the motions my boyfriend submits to the courts for his ongoing divorce. His estranged wife is so bat poop insane that it's fun to read it on official court documents. So I guess she's sucked up in the drama.
You better, if your man is going through a divorce and you're just believing everything he's telling you about the divorce, you're dumb. You better read those court documents, because sometimes they try to say, oh, my ex-wife is crazy, and he's really the crazy one.
He could be lying.
He could be totally lying.
There could be some kind of like a weird rabbit scenario he's lying about.
She could be beating the rabbit.
Yeah. That sounds like a euphemism for something.
Beating the rabbit.
Oh, how's your rabbit doing these days?
My rabbit's fine.
This confession says, one time in 6th grade, I farted so loud that the entire class heard. But everybody blamed this other kid and went along with it. And I even blamed him too.
Oh.
The kid insisted it wasn't him. And then he never lived it down.
Damn.
Only reason it stuck to him is that I'm a girl.
Yeah, man, when you deny too hard, people really...
That's a tough way to go. So because she was a girl, like going, that couldn't clearly have come out of her. And it did.
Do you regret that?
This is kind of like Dennys' story. Remember how he talked about the one kid got labeled that threw up, and then the one guy, he didn't poop in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think Dennys did.
Uh-huh.
And then, but
the other guy got blamed.
The other guy got blamed, but then I think a couple of weeks later, that same guy threw up in class, and everyone was like, "Oh, clearly it was him. He threw up. He's gross."
Yeah, his name was Ralph, and a week later he threw up, so it cemented the fact that he definitely pooped in that bathroom.
Don't name your kid Ralph.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, wow, I dodged the bullet on that one.
And everyone thought it was him.
For the rest of the year. He never lived it down. It sucks.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's amazing.
Poor Ralph was tormented by
That's
it.
a tough year for Ralph, man.
Where's Ralph today? Probably under a bridge somewhere.
Yeah, poor
You
Ralph.
hope he's making millions,
You
right?
hope.
You
You hope that Ralph turned it around. Can we Google him? What was his last name?
Funny his name was Ralph. Like Ralph.
I know. It wasn't looking good from the beginning.
Got another confession. It says, my wife decided that we should watch porn together for the first time. I had to Google porn and pretend like I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know. How would you,
All right,
how
well,
would you even find porn?
where
Let
do
me
we look
see.
for this?
Google Porn. Okay.
What is this? A Pornhub? Never heard of. Pornhub? How do you say it?
And finally, got another confession here. It says, when our daughter was little, she tried to get my husband's attention by calling him by his first name. It often came out as Fat Prick instead of Patrick. I rarely corrected her. You imagine a little kid yelling that.
You fat prick.
Oh, man.
Hey, Fat Prick. It's Patrick.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Well, thank you very much for all the text confessions. 877-979-WRMF. Also, Fessel on Twitter's got some funny ones you can check out as well.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, this is the kind of Florida story we always love to cover in the Whacked Out News. Happened in Melbourne. 39-year-old Aaron Gregory got all hopped up on booze and went cruising around Walmart on one of those scooters.
That sounds like a fun-ass night.
Yeah, it does, right?
It is.
People up in the Jupiter Walmart, when it used to be 24 hours a day, you could go to that Jupiter Walmart on Indian Town Road at like midnight, and there'd be so many drunk people having so much fun. Shopping cart, people riding and pushing their friend, people frolicking.
In my early to mid 20s, me and your husband, Panda, and a couple other, we'd go to Walmart at 1 o'clock in the morning. And
So much frolicking.
It was so much fun.
So much fun and so much frolicking, huh?
So much frolicking. I'd always buy something I didn't need. That's how
everybody does it at Walmart.
That's how I got down on Dolly Parton's greatest hits. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, I do need this.
Yeah. They say when the police arrived, because of all the destruction he was causing, banging into shelves and displays and almost hitting other customers, they said that poor old Aaron Gregory really couldn't even stand on his own. He had to be hauled out on a stretcher. I mean, wow.
Wow.
That's
oh
a
my
solid
gosh.
drunk, huh?
That is like medically drunk.
It's a different, it's different people watching when you go at night, like late at night.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
When they don't take you to jail, they take you to the hospital, you know you're drunk.
Well, you're going to jail right after, though.
True. When you sober up, you're going to... That happened to my girlfriend. She got in big trouble many, many years ago in New Orleans. She got a DUI because she was dumb and she was driving very intoxicated. They sent an ambulance. The cop called for an ambulance, and they took her to the hospital first and then jail next.
Yeah.
That's a bad 1-2 combo because going to the hospital sucks.
Does.
And I can only
'Cause
imagine.
you know what's next.
Yeah, and I can only imagine how badly jail would be.
She don't remember. She doesn't even remember the ambulance ride.
What was she drinking? Good Lord.
Everclear.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that'll do it.
Homie had a problem.
Okay. Yeah, this guy was on the Smirnoff vodka.
Oh, I mean,
That'll get you too.
That will kick you right in the
Yeah.
crotch.
You got to be super careful anytime you're drinking anything straight.
That's tough, man. That will burn your trachea when you drink it.
Yeah.
Mixers.
They gave him a DUI, too.
For being on the cart?
Yeah.
You can't be
He got
on
a
any
DUI.
motorized. You just can't. They'll give you a DUI.
Yeah.
Even in the store?
Absolutely, man. If the cop wants to give it to you, they will. You can't be on any kind of motorized vehicle.
I got to shove that away as a fact I don't forget.
Yeah, he got a DUI, disorderly intoxication, and possession of an open container.
He had his drink with him.
He did, yeah. That drink.
Oh, he was partying.
Until it all went bad, it sounds like a good time.
Oh, it goes good till it don't.
Yeah. This is quite a good outfit to go out robbing. Female burglar broke into a boutique in Phoenix on Sunday wearing a leopard print onesie.
Oh my gosh, I would be so turned on.
You could rock that. A leopard print onesie?
But I could see it. That's such a. You could distract people that way and then have other people go in the store and steal.
Yeah, how about that, huh? Well, there is a little bit of a ruckus going on between Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and the R House in Wynwood.
The R House?
Yes.
What's that?
The R House. They identify themselves on Facebook as the proud home of South Florida's most popular weekend drag brunches.
Oh, it's a restaurant. Or like a resort? What is it?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a restaurant that does these restaurant club.
Oh, I
bar
love
area.
drag brunch.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Well, I guess the issue was videos have come out showing some what the governor calls explicit drag shows in front of children. The videos appeared of drag performers wearing pasties and dollar bills flowing from a bikini bottom in the presence of children in the audience. And so the state of Florida is going after the restaurant's liquor license to try to shut down the R House.
Uh-oh, that will shut down drag brunch. If you take their liquor license, that's not going to be very fun.
And listen to this. Last month, a Florida representative proposed banning drag shows aimed at children and charging parents with a felony who take their kids to such performances.
No drag shows are aimed at children, but every now and then you might bring a kid to a brunch.
Should you be able to take your kid to a drag brunch? They got
Yes.
pasties and they're putting money in their G-string.
I think you should be able to take your kid wherever you want. You're that parent.
Take your kid to hell for all I care.
You and your kid, you both go.
Yeah, I wonder where you have the dividing line. How does this work? Because they do have DCF. You know, you can't go to the casino and leave your kid in an air-conditioned car because they'll call DCF and they'll step in and take your kid from you. So taking your kid, who draws the line and decides what is an offense that DCF can step in on? You know, is taking your kid to a drag brunch something where you'd be able to step in and give a parent a felony?
I think it's going to determine if it becomes inappropriate with the lewd, whether you're having any kind of party. If it becomes something where it's going to be lewd in front of the children, that's where they're going to get you. That's where it becomes illegal.
But there's no exposed pink parts, and that's what we deem lewd.
Yeah.
So I think up until there's exposed pink parts, then everybody just needs to let parents be parents.
I think someone will have to prove that there was some kind of nakedness or some kind of...
Which from the story, there was not.
Yeah, I have Suits put up a KVJ TV poll. Should you be allowed to take your kids to a drag brunch?
Gave me a great idea. I'm taking mine on Sunday.
Okay. Tatiana Williams, the executive director of Trans Inclusive Group, an LGBTQ advocacy group, said that any child inside would have been taken there by parents or guardians, and those are the people who should be making the decisions. Williams said the restaurant offers respectable entertainment and the state's action is an attack on our community. The R House is saying it's all a misunderstanding and hopes to clear it up. So I guess that'd be the worst thing ever, to lose your liquor license, right?
Oh my gosh. If brunch loses their liquor license, they will never see me.
Yeah. I don't know if
I think it'd be hard to, by the way, I think it'd be hard to prove and win that, by the way. As far as to shut that down.
If there wasn't nudity.
If there's not nudity, it's just going to be...
It's just dancing, and yes, it's provocative.
It's going to be up to the parent. I think that's what they're going to end up, unless there's something lewd going on.
Yeah.
I'm saying under the umbrella of the law.
I watch a lot of drag brunch videos on TikTok because I love them. And they're not lewd. I mean, yes, they're fun, they're crazy, and they're sexual. But there's no pink parts. There's no sex acts. There's none of that. We need to just be calm and let parents be parents.
Well, the big question, I think every brunch is going to be different. I don't know I've never been to one, so it's hard to say.
I've been to a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're not doing sex acts. There's no genitalia being presented.
Well, and the good point somebody brings up in the chat room is what about these parents that bring their young kids to R-rated movies where you are actually seeing pink parts or
full-on
nudity
sex.
And things like that. So
again, I think it's going to be up to the parent.
Let parents parent.
Yeah, whether you like. I mean, everyone's got a problem with how everyone parents anyway.
The movie theater will tell you if a parent wants to walk up with a kid and buy an R-rated ticket and their parent is there, they will sell it to them because the movie theater is letting the parent parent.
Yeah. Right now, the KVJ TV poll, very even, almost 100 votes. Should you be allowed to take your kids to a drag brunch? Just flipped. 52% said yes, 48% say no.
And I'm not surprised by that number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in putting a lot of restraint on parents that are involved and active and care and present and feeding their kids. I mean, you're there at brunch. Your kids are getting fed. I'm just not set to care unless the kids are being abused or hurt or neglected.
Well, that's my statement on any kind of anything. There's laws. You're either breaking the law or you're not.
But let's not make new laws.
Yeah.
I don't know. This seems like, why are we so busy with this when there's so much other stuff we could be looking at?
Right. Yeah, people are saying, what about the parents who bring their kids to nudist colonies, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of interesting points.
And it goes back to parent. You're never going to get everyone on the same page about anything when it comes to parenting.
Yeah.
That's why parents are the most annoying.
Well, I think the one thing about the thing that is scary, though, is making your parental choices. You could be charged with a felony.
No, I hear
one
you.
guy got his
Yeah, that's a little crazy. Let's not make new laws that are more restrictive to parents, guys.
If you want to sound off, you can go to the KVJ TV chat on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe while you're there. And just want to give one real quick shout out to Joey Chestnut, who ate 44 chicken fingers in 5 minutes.
Ooh, on Chicken Finger Day.
National Chicken Finger Day yesterday. He was at the new Raising Cane's location on the Las Vegas Strip.
Oh.
Man, they're opening these things up all over the place. We're about to have a Raising Cane's invasion here in South Florida. I think there's about 4 or 5 different places I've seen are going to be opening up.
It's really good.
I think Joey Chestnut's made himself the Hank Aaron of the food world. He's the best.
Yeah.
I think it's him, and then it's Kobayashi, right? Of all time?
Kobayashi's fallen off. You haven't even heard that name in a decade.
In a while.
Yeah, so pretty solid stuff there. So congrats to Joey Chestnut. I believe it was the other day here on the show, we were talking about whether or not you wash your underwear right out of the package when you get it.
DNA was talked about.
I will now.
Yeah, majority of people do. I mean, somebody talks something about the whole thing. Oh, you get the crabs from that.
I played baseball with a guy who swears he got crabs from buying underwear from the store.
Yeah, I think somebody's trying to say that just doesn't happen.
Or did he cheat? And he's like, let me get an alibi going.
Yeah, right.
That seems more plausible.
I agree.
Well, if you're talking about whether you should or you should not wash the clothes when you take them home from a store, here's a retail worker from TikTok with a little PSA you might want to listen to.
I used to work in a clothing store, and we weren't allowed to wear clothes from other brands or other stores. And the manager especially liked it if you wore stuff from the new collection to promote it, I guess. But most people working there didn't actually shop at the store or just didn't have the new collection yet. And so what ended up happening most of the time is that we would just go through the store, take something out of it that wasn't sold yet, take off the tags, put it on, and then work our shift. You work all day, you're sweating, and then at the end of your shift, you take off your clothes, you put the tag back on, and then put it back into the store. I always thought this was really gross. I did not know that some stores did this. So I guess it's my PSA to please wash your clothes after buying them, because they are not as clean as you think they are.
Uh-huh. That does make a lot of sense, because when you go to a store, and I've always wondered that when I see people working Express or Abercrombie or whatever it might be, and they've got the clothes on, I was like, okay, do they give them to them to wear? Do they get free outfits? Do they have to buy those clothes? Because some of these clothes, especially when you go into a place where it's not necessarily cheap, you say, how much of their paycheck are they paying, in a sense, to work there? And it's not like a uniform. It's a weird thing, and I always kind of wondered how that worked. And if she's right with what she's saying on TikTok, and that's just why I'm curious, is this true?
Everything on TikTok is true, Kevin.
Oh, okay. Not trick talk? Does that happen and how often? Because it makes more sense to say, okay, I want to wear what the latest stuff is that we're supposed to wear anyway because I can't wear another brand here to work at Express. So I go in, I put it on after my shift, I just put it right back on the rack. But where's the washing machine? It's not going to get washed.
That makes sense. I remember I told you yesterday about that one shirt. I won't say the name of the store, although I think I said it yesterday. I grab it, like, what smells? Someone smells like French onion soup. Somebody had put this shirt on, and their BO got on their armpits, and it was still on the rack.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, how gnarly is that?
Yeah, right.
And that's just the one I grabbed, Virginia.
I know.
Yeah, so is this true, or is it trick talk? If you worked in a retail store and you're always wearing stuff, and then you put it right back on the rack, and anything else you can share about washing clothes when you take them home. Sounds like it is necessary. 877-979-WRMF. Want to know if this is TikTok truth or trick talk, where it is absolutely not. It just sounds like you really need to be washing any clothes that you take home from any store, even if you're talking about underwear in the package. We talked about that the other day, and then I saw this video on TikTok of this girl who's worked retail, and she said that many times there will be employees at these clothing stores where you have to wear their brand and you can't afford it. And so you'll take something off the rack, you'll wear it for your shift, and then you'll put it right back on. Obviously, no washing machine there. So how often does that happen? And for that reason, like Jay-Bird talked about getting a shirt off the rack and it had BO in the armpit.
It was a lot, Virginia.
So gnarly.
It's so gnarly. And it was a cool shirt, too.
Not that cool.
Well, wasn't that cool?
Nothing is that cool.
You are right.
Yeah. How often is this happening? That is the question. Well, a couple of texts that came in. This one says, my best friend worked at a high-end clothing store on Palm Beach Island. For example, a top would be about $400.
Get out of town.
Bottom would be about $400. So you're talking about
front door.
So imagine that. She was only making $12 an hour. And so how are you ever going to afford an $800 outfit? It's
Never.
crazy.
Never.
So it says here she would put on the clothes, hide the tags while she was working, and then put it right back on the rack at the end of her shift. So at a store like that, if you're shopping and they have very expensive clothes and you notice that the younger sales staff is wearing those clothes, I would imagine that's likely what they're doing, would you not?
Yeah, they have to. They can't afford to buy a $400 top.
I feel like though at the fancier place, it's less chance of BO than the place I'm talking about. And the place I'm talking about, without really going into details,
we know you're a Mexinista.
They lead the league in BO, in my opinion. So
you get what you pay for.
Agreed.
This text says, I worked at the Boca Nordstrom for years, and they would have us wear things to promote the new stuff in the store. So yes, it does happen. I'm not sure what they would do with it after, but you know, they even have us wear the new shoes. So think about that too, because oftentimes you go into a store, I've done this, I'm wearing flip-flops or I got on slides like I do today. My wife's like, try that on, I need to see. I'm like, you know, you don't necessarily have that sanitary sock or you're in a rush and you throw that thing on. How many times are you walking away with athlete's foot or something worse?
A little ringworm on the toe.
Don't even talk about the things you can pick up.
I could never work at a fancy clothing store and do that because during lunchtime, baby, I like me some marinara. You don't think I'm gonna get a little marinara on that fancy ass shirt?
You are.
And then I'm putting it back on the rack.
He's such a splashy eater.
Oh, you're a splashy talker.
I am.
All right.
I'm a splashy eater too.
Make it a draw.
Now listen to, oh, dang it.
Oh, did we lose it?
Man.
Yeah, I think I hit the wrong thing. Sorry about that. Allison in Deerfield was calling in. She said that she worked at Abercrombie and Fitch, and they required that you had to wear their clothing. She said she was pretty much broke from working there. Like, I don't know how you would do that. How could you force your employees?
Well, when you're young, you don't care because you want to buy those clothes anyway. I think that's what they get the young people in there for, Kev.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, when's the last time you saw somebody in their mid-40s at Abercrombie and Fitch?
You won't.
Yeah.
By design.
Somebody texted in, they said, many years ago I worked at American Eagle. They would give us a discount on the clothes, so we would wear it, but we were not obligated to wear the clothes. That's Laura from Wellington.
Oh, I remember American Eagle. I loved paying $45 for an undersleeve shirt.
That's terrible.
This text says, I used to work for Polo Ralph Lauren. We would get a 60% discount.
Okay.
That's a good deal. Mm-hmm. So now your shirts are only $80.
But then again, you would not work at any retail store that you didn't absolutely love their clothes, because you wouldn't want to be working hard to buy clothes you don't want to wear or you wouldn't wear outside of work anyway.
That's why I had the greatest deal at the Limited and the Limited 2, Kevin.
You did? Okay.
I did. I got a discount on clothing.
The Limited 2 is for little girls.
Well, I still got the discount.
What would you possibly wear from Limited 2?
I didn't use it, but I did have that discount. And it's all about the discount.
I would like to give you a Limited 2 makeover, though. That'd be fun.
How about a Limited makeover? Limited 2, you're right. It sounds creepy. Why did I say that?
That'd be good for our OnlyFans.
All right.
I'm just saying.
He's got an OnlyFans. He's a middle-aged guy with a beard. He's got a Limited 2 discount for little girls.
It's awful, Kevin.
You're putting together a profile here, Virginia.
I know. I don't like it. Stop talking.
I'm going to get them to start watching you.
Somebody else said, I used to get 50% off 7 items a month at Echo. So that was what they did.
What's Echo?
You are so old and out of touch if you don't know what Echo is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it ECO?
I never heard of Echo.
Oh, you don't know either.
I bought my last outfit at Walmart. You think I know what Echo is?
And this would make more sense. Somebody said I worked in retail. We would wear the sweaters and not take off the tag for a little bit. If we were cold in the store, then we put it back, but never anything else. So to be safe, when you bring anything home from the store, wash it.
And just know that somebody might have worn it.
And there's a chance they had BO.
Yeah. We're throwing out some warnings for you today. Basically, anytime you get any clothes from the store, you no doubt want to take those home and wash those. If it's not the people working in the store who are wearing their brands and then putting them back on the racks, it's people trying them on. So I think it goes without saying. Somebody even texted in and said, yeah, I work at a leather fetish store in Wilton Manors.
Oh.
Guys will try on jock straps right off the rack.
That's jock straps. Do girls do that with G-strings?
No, you're not usually allowed to do that. But this is a different kind of store.
Yeah.
In the adult video warehouse and places like that, I think it's a little more loose than like Gap.
So you're telling me in the history of G-strings at women's stores, no one's trying that thing on and putting it right?
Of course. Only a Sith lives in absolutes.
Very good.
Yep.
That's good.
So what about the restaurant industry? This comes right from actual chefs who talked to BuzzFeed. Signs that a restaurant is low quality. Here's what you want to look out for. When you walk in and you aren't greeted or nobody makes eye contact, that's the first sign.
Yeah, because
could be some trouble.
You don't feel you're welcome there. You're going, what's going on? You're kind of confused. Where do I go? Where do I sit?
It makes sense because it shows low quality control. And when my wife and I, when we go into a restaurant or a bar that's a shambles and you're like, that's messed up, it's all these little signs and it all begins with quality control. I told you I was so impressed that we were in Twin Peaks not long ago and they have someone that has an earpiece on that's just walking around. You've got a bunch of girls that greet you when you come in, but they're just walking around. It's a well-run place.
It's like a Secret Service agent of quality control.
Yeah. So
which is awesome.
If you walk in and there's nobody there and you're like, hello, can somebody wait on me? That's a bad sign because they just don't have quality control. And it goes all the way starting there. And you can imagine it's running all the way through the dining room and the kitchen and all the way out to the dumpster.
Of course.
Another thing they say is a huge menu is a sign that the food is frozen and the ingredients aren't fresh.
John Taffer from Bar Rescue is always saying that. Your menu's too big. You gotta shut it down. That's what he says. He says, shut it down.
Shut it down, huh?
I don't like a big menu. I know some people go, oh, the menu's so awesome. It's so big. No, I'm not here for that. I want to have great choices in limited number.
Because you have so many options and you don't know when someone's going to order this or that. You're right. It's frozen a lot of the times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another thing chefs say to look out for to see that a restaurant is low quality or not, stock photos on the menu. You'll notice that they have taken photos from someplace else, not their own, and you'll notice they have cheap silverware. Look at the silverware. That's how you can tell if a restaurant is going to be low quality or not.
Oh, you ever get silverware from a restaurant? You look down your fork and there's already dried food on it from the previous time.
That has happened.
Oh man,
it's rough.
It's rough.
Yeah,
and that's when you notice.
But, you just ask for a new fork. You don't make a big deal about it. It's inevitable.
No, I'm not saying you make a big deal and turn over tables. It's just awful. It's a horrible feeling when you look over. There's a dried piece of oatmeal on a spoon. It's gnarly.
Oatmeal's tough to get off when it dries.
It is.
And this is a formula that chefs are telling BuzzFeed that you want to remember for a low-quality restaurant. We've talked about this before. Dirty bathrooms equal dirty kitchen.
Big time.
Yeah, we know this to be true. We've watched it and seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty bathrooms are such a turnoff at a restaurant. I want to walk right out when I see. And I'm talking about an offensive bathroom, and we've all been in one of those.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They say notice the smell when you walk into a restaurant, too. If it's a sour or disinfectant smell, big red flag.
Yeah. Ugh. Especially if it's sour and disinfecting, because they still haven't quite got the smell under control yet.
Yeah. And another thing to notice with smell, if you can smell the seafood when you walk in, that means it's not fresh. You should not be able to smell the seafood when you walk into a restaurant.
Let me write down a restaurant.
If you can smell it, you don't have.
I know what you're talking about.
That's why you're smelling it, because it ain't fresh.
It's not fresh. It's frozen. And, you live in South Florida. There's really not a lot of seafood that you should be accepting frozen. Go fresh, baby.
I was telling y'all about the one restaurant, how you walk in there, and it smells like you've been swimming in the ocean for a day. It's quite fishy.
They say if there's a fish tank, take a look at it. If the fish tank is clean, the kitchen usually is too. Again, it's, I think, top to bottom quality control.
Now, are we talking about the fish tank with the actor lobsters?
Right, they were talking about,
Y'all didn't, I never really realized that until we were talking about it yesterday, that some of these fish and lobsters in these tanks are the paid actors to be there.
They're not leaving the tank. They're in there to smile and wave at you with their little claw, but then they serve you frozen lobster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they say check the bread. If they can't get the bread right, they don't know anything.
Yeah, someone emailed me and said, I used to work at a restaurant where they would take the bread out. The free bread bowls. There are some restaurants, especially mom and pops, not all, of course, that instruct you if they haven't touched the bread, bring it back.
Oh, no.
Can't do that.
Okay.
You can't do that because if you've got like a Rocco, he likes to pick up the bread, lick it, and put it back.
Boy.
I think the servers got to assess the situation and go, it looks pretty good. I don't think anyone's going to know about these biscuits. It just ain't right.
Okay. Anything else from chefs that we need to keep an eye out for to know if we're in a quality restaurant or not? You can always text it into us, 877-979-WRMF. We got a text. Somebody wanted to know if we would take the Joe Biden blink challenge. I was like, okay, what is the Joe Biden blink challenge? Apparently.
Is this something that's going to get us into a political mess of people arguing?
Probably.
Have fun with those calls, Dennys.
Yeah.
What are you saying? That Joe Biden's sleepy?
Yeah, I swear KVJ wasn't trying to be politically motivated.
He's so good at dealing with these.
Kevin accidentally says something's politically motivated sometimes.
Well,
sometimes.
I remember the one time we talked about Trump putting ketchup on a steak.
Oh, Kevin, they were pissed at you.
Well, I've never been called a Republican and a Democrat so many times in one segment. Like, what?
It was accidentally political, and it was just ketchup.
Republicrat. That's where it came from.
If you're not getting people a little upset, you're probably not doing it right.
All right, Kevin, stir that pot.
I'm ready to go.
Stir it, baby.
What this is, apparently Joe Biden gave a press conference on his COVID recovery in which he went 40 seconds without blinking. And
what?
Yeah, the video that I waited, I checked him because I hadn't seen it.
Is that possible?
They put, I don't know. They put a clock. It was like tick, 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 and there was no blinking. I'm like, that's pretty amazing. How about that? They say a normal human being blinks once every 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah, if I think about it too much, I get into a blinking slump. You have to have it be natural, because then you force your blinks and then your whole rhythm's off. Just don't get in your head. That's the main point.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think you could do it for 40 seconds?
Easily.
Not a problem?
Yep, just let me reset my face.
Okay. Why don't you and Virginia face off and we can put a timer to it?
Do I have to look at her, though?
Oh, you want to drink this in?
That's how you do a blinking.
All this pretty, it's for you and it's free.
Yeah.
All this free.
Come drink it in, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with you calling me baby.
Okay, so it's 40 seconds. Why don't you guys face off? Here's what I'll do. I'll have you stare right into your own camera.
Okay, all right.
And
Okay.
that way, yeah. Suze can kind of go back and forth, and I'll keep
Sometimes
an eye on
I blink and I don't know I blinked.
Well, I'm going to try to keep an eye on both of you as much as I can. And then Suits will be going back and forth here on KVJ TV, so we're going to see if you guys can do this.
All right.
Okay, this
Tell
is
me when
somebody
I
wants to do the Joe Biden blink challenge. 40 seconds.
The non-politically motivated Joe Biden blink challenge.
Yeah. Okay, y'all ready for this?
We're ready.
Okay. On your mark, get set, and go. Okay. All right. So far, Jay Bird.
I think I blinked.
Virginia did. Virginia's out. You lasted like a second.
I'm out.
Did you out?
Gosh, hold on.
Wait.
Can we do that again?
I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
Kevin, you started it too quick.
Kevin, it's your fault.
I'm like, you guys lasted a second.
No, I lasted longer. I reset my face wrong.
Not
I did
that
too.
impressive.
I got to reset my face.
That was,
I got to reset my eyeball.
Gosh, that was highly unimpressive.
Wow, man, I leave the leg at stinging eyeballs. That stung.
Your balls are red.
Ooh. All right,
Okay.
I'm ready now.
Second chance here. Okay, can you go 40 seconds without blinking? On your mark, get set, and go. Okay. Virginia Jaybird, eyes wide open, no blinking. Virginia's staring.
I blinked.
Virginia's out. You were out in just 7 seconds. Oh, Bird is gone.
Gosh, man, it burns.
He did 40?
Apparently so. That's
I
why
know
I'm
they
like,
make fun of him and call him Sleepy Joe. Are we sure he wasn't asleep?
You can't sleep with your eyes open. My mom used to sleep with her eyes open. It would creep me out.
My mom
so
did
bad.
it too. My mom had that narcolepsy.
I can't tell you how many times I thought my mom was dead when I was a kid.
okay, this video has to be a trick then. There's no way.
Did you just get trick-talked?
I don't know.
I don't know, but Kevin's got my eyes just gushing over here.
Yeah, because, I mean, you look at what the average person does, and they say, yeah, I mean, the normal human is blinking once every 3 to 4 seconds.
Yes, I'm always blinking.
Okay.
I can feel it, too, because I've got on a ton of mascara.
How deep did I go? Give me one more time and really give me my number of what I got. If I can get to 10, I feel like I did it right.
You only got 11 seconds last time.
Okay.
You had 29 left on the clock.
Give me...
You weren't even close.
I guarantee you I'm going to give you 20. I'll give you 20 seconds right now. And if not, speed back the Nards.
Okay, Virginia, why don't you go over there?
All right. Can I speed bag his Nards if he doesn't do it?
Here's what you're going to do. So he's got to go 40 seconds or you slap him really hard in the face.
Wait, what? 40 seconds?
You want the 40
Kevin,
seconds.
You've had some great radio ideas, but this is your best.
These are the rules. Right. Okay, look at the camera here. Virginia will get you from the side. If you blink in 40 seconds.
Wait, I didn't. All right.
Oh, I'm feeling real slappy.
It's one or the other here. I'm going to give you 40 more seconds for your third time doing this challenge.
All right.
You're going to get slapped if you can't do it.
It's Big Slap Thursday. Let's go.
Oh, my God.
Okay. All right, Jay Bird, 40-second no blink challenge. On your mark, get set, and go. Okay, Bird's eyes are open. He's looking at the camera here. Virginia's waiting and hoping she can slap him. All right, his eyes are now wide open. And he blinked.
Did I get to 12?
No, you got 9.
9? I'm getting worse.
Yeah, you got
Get
worse.
worse as you get older.
It's safe to say you cannot do it.
I got EBF.
Yeah.
Eyeball fatigue.
Okay. Gosh, can anybody go 40 seconds without blinking? That has to be a fake video.
That has to be a fake
Well,
video.
let's see you, Mr. Captain. Let's see.
I think we've had enough of this.
Oh, Kevin.
All right, we'll do it.
All right,
Yeah, why not? Nobody's listening anyway, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. They just kept trying to not blink on the radio. I couldn't even see them.
Such a terrible
And they kept
bit.
doing it over and over and over again. It's like once, maybe twice. I don't know. But like 8 times they did it.
But them KVJ TV numbers, though.
Yeah. I'm not good at this. Okay.
We're up to 12 viewers.
Okay, ready, set, and go.
1, 2, 3. Horrifying. 5.
Yeah.
6,
Terrifying.
7, serial
Murder.
killer, death, mayhem, bodies, victims. Wow, he's keep going.
Oh my gosh.
This is the scariest thing I've seen.
Yeah, you know what?
Look at this guy.
He has murdered.
Look at
He's not blinked.
He has not.
Oh! What was the clock?
I had 13 seconds left.
Yeah. 13.
So you went for how many?
Well, do the math. What's
can't.
40 minus 13?
Kevin, I can't.
He said you have to look dumb and it's working. It's working.
What is it?
Good job, Kevin. I'm not dancing.
You don't know it either.
I just wanted to
27.
say, I'm never going to get this. I'm never going to get this.
See, if we didn't do that, we would have missed
40
out on that
minus
great.
13.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. All right. I'm the best of the bunch. Still can't do it, though. Can't pass that Joe Biden blink test. We're just trying to see if we could be like Joe Biden and go 40 seconds without blinking, and nobody here in the studio, myself, Virginia, or Jaybird, couldn't. I had done the best. But then apparently in there, Suits was able to do it twice. He went 40 seconds.
What?
They call him the kid, the prodigy.
And people were texting and saying, yeah, there's a secret to this. If you ever get in a stare contest or you want to beat 40 seconds, in fact, a lot of people are bragging in their text. Somebody said, yeah, I just did it for 47 seconds. The key to not blinking is to keep moving your eyes and don't open them too wide. When you feel your eyes start to dry up, just look up and down a couple of times. And that's how you do it.
When I look up and down, I blink.
And when I look up, I fall over because I have vertigo.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so it's not going to work for you guys.
It's a lot.
You guys cannot do the Joe Biden blink challenge.
He's
then.
sober, but he looks drunk as a skunk.
I wouldn't say, what's your definition of sober, too, by the way?
He's California sober.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sucho, what was your secret? Do you have a secret to it?
I actually just focused on the timer, and I was staring at it, like, right at the center of it, and did not take my stare off of that. And it's my vision started getting blurry in the last 10 seconds, but
okay.
It worked.
All right.
Huh.
So that's Suits' secret.
We're just going to take his word on that. I like that.
You got any more secrets you want to share?
No.
Yeah, like a secret girlfriend.
No, I've got nothing else.
How is your secret girlfriend?
She is good.
Tell her I said hi.
I will, Virginia.
If you don't, I'm going to hide in the bushes.
I think she's going to do that anyway.
All right, we've got an After the Show podcast that is going to be coming up here in just about 10 minutes. You can check out. All you have to do is go to YouTube, and you can just look for the KVJ Show to be there, plus wherever you get your podcasts. You can see it there as well. Even the WRMF app. You can go and check it out. Before we get to that, Jay Bird is going to close it all down here with his lovely thought for the day.
Well, we got a little political at the end, but what if I told you, Virginia, that the left wing and the right wing belong to the same damn bird? USA.
That's right. USA. Yeah,
Chicken
don't get
wing.
along. Yeah.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.